I'm gonna pause this 1 sec.
Actively replace other people in like.
Okay, shh. 1 sec, 1 second. Season 2,
Leave the fucking call.
Yeah.
episode 39, 49,
Just
49.
hit go live.
I am live. You're live. You're in this call, chat. Everyone
Not
can.
live.
I am live.
You are not. I
Oh,
on your screen. I just
whoops.
refreshed.
Whoops. Shh. I didn't link my buttons. I have a separate button that turns on the two other ones. That's my bad. Now I'm live, right? I should be there somewhere.
We're live.
I'm the best at this. I need a, what's it called? What? This is bullshit. Why would you start my stream off like that, Steve?
Because you're late. You're waiting for an hour and a half. Actually, I've been waiting for 2 hours.
You haven't. Okay, this is really funny, and I just want to show this. These two dudes are two different dudes working on two different games. They literally look the same. Hat, beard, hat, beard.
I mean,
It's just-
game devs are balding and have beards because they never leave the house. He used the rights on that.
Like, this guy's got an epic mustache, and this guy's got a big beard. It's just funny. It's just funny. Okay.
You're bald and beard.
Shush!
My way to bald and beard.
Shush.
As I get dragged back into game dev work.
How are you getting dragged, that word? Game dev. No, you do animation. Oh. Volunteering.
Because I want to see you finish this fucking game, but I also want you to have nice looking menus.
Yes. Yes, menu. Did you say 2 Giga Chads?
No, my guy looks like a Giga Chad.
What are you working on today?
Probably character design.
I have some still frames for
The game?
the guy's Kickstarter, but he just wants. I have to. There's an orc, a dwarf, and I don't remember the last guy. I actually don't understand.
Wait, did you just say an orc and a dwarf?
Yeah,
This is which? This is not the golf one, is it?
yeah, it is.
Oh, interesting.
It won't work my
Fantasy
push-ups.
golf.
Oh, sorry, Steve. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow, that actually makes me more interested now because I feel like there should be a Mordor map or something. And now it makes sense. You were talking about lava. Yeah, you were.
Screen. The splash image is Mordor.
That is hilarious because you were saying that. I was like, lava. Okay, interesting.
Ooh, fancy guy with his wireless headset.
Yeah. Wait, you can't hear me anymore, can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay, so the mic can pick me up from that far away. Interesting. Yeah, no, these are my, which ones are these?
Hi, I'm stable. I'm married. I don't know if you can hear me.
These are my Sennheisers wireless. I like Sennheisers. I had wired ones, and I don't know if I gave them to my sister, but they were like studio grade, and I'm really kind of bummed.
Has been like top tier, I believe, in the audio space, and pretty much like almost not like unmatched. They make like a very good balanced pair of headphones. I think the
That's what I have.
like HD 600s are like their studio grade one, and they have like an HD 599 that is like
That's what I'm using.
$400 cheaper, but is like almost as good. I was thinking of getting a pair, but I want them wireless.
4, is it better now? Can you hear them better now?
Hello, hello. We're talking about headphones.
We were talking about before that we were talking about Ubisoft.
Do you have your audio in
Yeah, no, like the
to the stream?
yeah, no, I have the audio routed to the stream. I have desktop audio going right to it, but it's just I normally have my desktop audio lowered because if I'm playing other things.
Yeah.
Still whispering. Okay, I'm gonna crank it up some more.
Because
They don't have.
Have to put volume to max to hear enough. Okay. So then why don't we just crank you guys to 11? Here we go. Say
They don't
something,
have
boys.
a
Are
wireless
you
599, do they?
What are you changing? Are you changing it on
I'm doing it
on
on my.
OBS?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
OBS, you can turn up
Yeah.
the
No, I use OBS.
desktop audio.
Yeah. I use OBS to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I control that. I generally try to control all my audio stuff through OBS because then it's like equalized the same. When it
Yeah.
goes to stream levels. Stream levels.
I guess you could. They make devices that you can plug into a headset that turn it from a wired headset into a third-party Bluetooth adapter to make it wireless. You just like strap a box onto your headset or something, I guess.
That makes sense. I mean,
Those-
think about how small a wireless speaker is now, right? So
Man, I fucking hate wire. Sorry, language. Hi, Anna. Uh, I hate how we have started shrinking devices, and that has like really crunched speakers specifically. My TV sounds pretty bad because it's like we have to put the tiny speakers into the super thin
Oh, no,
flat
no.
screen.
no, because the thing is, again, you bought a really big TV. You're supposed to get an audio bar. So it's
Yeah.
just one long bar you get. You plug it in, and then you get amazing sound.
Yeah, I'm more.
Next Black
I just don't want to
Friday-
spend an extra $400 for audio so that I can hear dialogue in movies when they can just balance a fucking movie, or I can just have speakers on the back of my flat screen that protrude a little bit and have good size for drivers.
Speakers add weight. That's another big thing. If you
I don't care about weight. It's gonna sit there. Who gives a shit?
No, because a lot of people mount their TVs. Next
Yeah,
Black
and
Friday,
these TV mounts can hold up to like 90-pound TVs.
I don't know. Who's putting up that 90-pound TV? It's like putting up a body. But cool. So are you doing like up-resed
No.
portraits? Oh, okay.
They're
so
not
it's like
portraits. They're
stills. You said stills.
they're stills, so he can use them
So like a
just to
mid-swing
show other characters.
or like a
No.
character
That's
select.
just just standing, looking, and it's idle, but like in different directions for different characters.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
Merge down.
Oh.
Actually,
Yep. For those who don't know, Aries is an animator, and Meowage is a artiste. Chef's
I'm not an
kiss.
artist.
You're an animator.
Animation's not an art.
Yes. Okay. Animation is an art, or is animation a skill, and is art
Just
a
like
skill?
the Emmys. Animation is an art.
Is it an
Both
art?
are skills, technically. Both are also. Art is just like a generic term. Like music and writing are art.
But now this
Art
is
isn't just like visual illustration.
But isn't art a derivative of like a person's what do you want to call it? They're like when you make art, it's a part of you that you're making, right? And if you're like doing something, let's say I'm making a sandwich. I have the skills to make a sandwich. I'm just making a sandwich. But if I'm like making an art sandwich, when I say art, I mean like really fancy sandwich where I put a lot of
Let's get
effort.
away from sandwich artisan. Art is a derivative term that summarizes like creative expression, basically.
So the whole reason I'm asking this we're going back. I want to know
Sandwich
about
artist
animation.
is a job.
How much
I'll
freedom?
fucking slaughter you both. I don't need LinkedIn telling me this and you guys telling me this. So help me God.
How much artistic freedom do you get as an animator?
It depends on the show. On this one, I get quite a bit. On some shows, like when I didn't work on this show. Actually, I did. When I was working on Kid Cosmic, which is a Netflix show made by Craig McCracken, who's the guy who makes Foster's Home, Powerpuff Girls, etc. His show was set up in a way where he gave us very detailed storyboards, and the animation part was basically just, hey, the storyboards are already perfect, and I don't want a lot of animation in between. I just want characters kind of like snap into poses. So just do what the storyboards are with the character models and colors. And everything was already done for you. so you didn't really have to think. And then in later seasons, he kind of like leaned off that and let the animators get more control. But sometimes on a show like I have right now, I'll just have like it's 100 frame scene at 24 FPS, so maybe like around 5 seconds. And you will say the character's in two poses, but they have to do something else within that because it's too long of a dead space for them to just be like, I'm facing left and then I squat down or whatever. It doesn't make sense. So you have to like come up with what is the character doing in that space. So it's really show to show dependent. Most of the time, I would say I have a bit of freedom, but it depends on the specifics.
So then, can you do like janky things?
As long as it doesn't distract from the stuff that is happening, because my shots are all part of a greater story, and I have to keep myself on style and like make sure that the idea of a show is that it's supposed to look like it's all done by one person, even though it's probably done by a team of like 40 people.
Can you like finger guns randomly in a scene?
If it's appropriate for the scene. Like if a character's being like, I'll see you guys later, then I can like have them throw up a finger gun on you guys. But if they're just like, okay, like I'm gonna, like, man, my ass really hurts from after having Taco Bell last night. I can't finger gun during that because it doesn't make sense as like a physical action during that scene.
Have you hidden things in anything? Like a
absolutely, yeah.
little watermark of your like, oh yeah, go to this thing at this time. You'll see this in the background. Oh, because you're doing front stuff, right? You're not doing background animations, are you?
No, I do character animation.
Okay.
But it's fun to have like a character, like let's say there was an episode of Hilda, another Netflix show where it's like, oh, they're in like a dance hall, and I get to like just kind of come up with whatever dances I want to for the background character. So it's like, okay, sure, I'll make one of them floss or something like that. Or
Friggin'
if there's
hipster.
characters in the background talking
Floss.
yeah, this was back in like 2019. Or there's like if there's characters who are having a conversation, but they don't actually have dialogue that is like spoken audio. They're just like, oh, like lip flapping or whatever. You're not going to find it. If you want, it's Hilda season 2, episode 7, I think. The Time Worm is what it's called. But it's a Netflix show, so it's not going to be on YouTube. Netflix is very protective of their stuff. But like you can make, quote unquote, make characters say things if they are just, I'm having a conversation, but I'm not speaking actual words. It's just make them do whatever. I can technically make them say the mouth shapes of like, I'm going to smack that ass or something like that. And as long as it looks like they're saying something, it doesn't really matter what it is. So like I've done stuff like that before.
Welcome back to
What do? Oh, interesting. So you've gotten, and so yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Or like sometimes you it's like you can sneak stuff in, but it can't be like distracting to the show. Usually the background artists get to sneak stuff in more because
you're not,
are drawing like clutter.
I was gonna say you're not what's it called, Little Mermaiding.
Oh, we've gotten in really big trouble because there was an episode of Hilda that shipped and someone drew a penis inside of like, or like on the bark of a log or something like that, and it wasn't caught until the episode had been aired.
Wow.
I believe that person got into a lot of trouble.
That's crazy, because Hilda's a kid show.
It's like a all ages young adult show, yeah. I wouldn't say it's like necessarily a kid's show. I would say it's like it can be enjoyed by anyone, even up to like 18-year-olds.
Okay, question. Is the flossing in the scene where they're dancing like old people style?
Yeah, there's like old people dancing.
Okay, so there's a black dude dancing with a white girl.
Hilda dancing. It would be like screen left.
I'm gonna go with that.
Oh my gosh, so this is back in time, and I'm gonna see someone flossing somewhere here.
Yeah.
He steps on her foot, she laughs, they're swing dancing, everyone's swing dancing. She spins.
I don't even know what video you're looking at. Are you on Netflix?
No, I'm watching a person react to it.
Hilda Time Worm react. That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, because I can get away with that. Now they're slow dancing. So I guess it would have been the first part, not when they're slow dancing.
Yeah, probably. It also, if this is a cut down video, they may have cut around it. It's not super important. I know it's still in the episode because I have seen it.
So he talks to the girl at the bar. She's like, let's dance. He's like, dang, I want to dance.
Well, the
Fixes a
Season
tie. Everyone's
2,
drinking
episode
martinis.
8.
Grandpa's excited that his kid's going to go dance. You got the band from Back to the Future going.
Is the channel you're looking at called Hey Tall Man?
No, it's called Scoot.
Boot, scoot, and boogie.
It's a dude with dreads and a nose piercing. Man, it's got to be like... Is it only like a couple frames that you see this? Because this dance sequence is super short.
Season 3, 7, 8. Season 2, 7, 9. Let's check.
Yeah,
It's also possible that like he's not showing the full episodes during this. He's cutting around because he's got 3 episodes, one of which isn't like 45-minute episode in a 45-minute video here.
Mm.
Here, let me take a look.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I liked the one time we watched... What did we watch? Well, we were watching Tangled. And we watched an episode of Tangled, and we like stopped in the credits to show Can's name to the kids.
Oh, there he is. So it's Scoot is the video you're watching.
Yeah,
The Twig episode, Cry Emoji, Hilda Season 2, 7, 9 reaction.
yeah.
It's for, you can see it in his thing for a couple of frames at 1904.
1904.
1903. Go to 1902, and it's the characters in the background in like the back left corner.
So they step on a foot. This
Yeah, that's that
guy.
shot.
This guy right here. This guy right here hiding. Oh, I saw it. It's like 2 frames.
It's like 2 seconds, but yeah, it's not very long. I think it's in another shot as well, but it's yeah. It's like it's hidden away
Look
enough,
at
and my
that guy.
my super found it right away. But
That
yeah,
there
that's
it is.
technically my shot. Like the whole thing would be.
Look,
I would have
oh,
done
the
all
f-
4 characters in this scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Every shot is done on a, or every animator's work is done on a shot by shot basis. So if I touch one thing in here, I've touched every character in that same camera shot.
Okay, and so shots are the cuts, right? So it's like when it cuts
Yes,
to
every time
another...
the camera moves.
Okay. So you did that cut, and then it cuts to like behind him. Did you continue that cut, or did that go to someone else?
I only got, I think, that one shot in the dance sequence.
Oh, crazy! Interesting. That's interesting that it like, I would have assumed that you would have gotten like a couple, like a section almost. Like
Some
you have this
people
cut,
like to
this
give
cut.
sections when they're handing out scenes. It's more of a supervisor to supervisor thing. It also depends on when the shot is ready for an animator to like jump into it and start working. Because sometimes certain things are like on hold for whatever reason, revisions, last minute calls, whatever. Other departments being late. Sometimes it is nice to get like, oh, you have shot 120, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And you just have like a stretch of shots together. But that's not always the case. Like right now, on the stuff I have handed out to me for this week, I can't tell you what the show is, obviously, but the episode is around 300 shots long, which is like probably the average for like a piece of 22-minute media. I have 113, 156, 200, 201, 202, 224.
Oh, okay, so it does jump.
It jumps pretty big, yeah. And like that's also just what I have for this week. I'll usually be working on an episode for about 2 to 5 weeks. So I may get more stuff that does touch my scenes later on. Like last week I had scene 126. But
Have
that
you
doesn't
ever-
touch anything I had, but it's just another like spot in the middle that I have.
It's good and boogie.
Have you had to do any cool fight scenes in anything?
Yeah, I did a cool fight scene in Hilda actually.
And is it like, is the cut, like what's the longest cut you've ever had to do?
The longest single shot I've ever had to do. Ooh, that's a hard
Yeah.
one.
Like how many frames
Um,
could that be? Hundreds? Thousands?
They can be. I haven't. I don't think I've gotten one that long. I got a shot last week that was like 550 frames, which was about like 24 seconds, I think,
Mm-hmm.
of just like uninterrupted animation.
Yeah. You
Um,
need to get one of those hallway fight scenes. Single cut. Some old dog animation. I wonder if. Ooh, actually, this is an interesting question. Have you ever had to do a shot where the camera, like, rotates around the.
oh yeah, they're not fun.
I was gonna say, like, those. There's a reason why the anime industry's moved to a lot to CGI for anything that rotates.
Yeah, we have a couple shots that use CG backgrounds as well. Like, if a camera move is too complicated, sometimes we'll animate the character separate from their background, and then
Mhm.
it will have a CG background underneath it, and we'll just kind of like cheat the 2D over top of the 3D.
But yeah, but that's the thing. It's like if it's a 2D character and the camera is moving around it, like you guys use a rig system, right, for your characters? Some sort of rigged up.
Yeah,
So
like
it's like
cutouts of stuff.
so do you, so that means there's someone who in the chain of the development is like their job is to draw the character bits, right? The parts.
Someone has to make a character build. Yes.
And then you animate it. So that means you don't. Do you redraw anything? Or just moving
Usually I
stuff?
only draw stuff if I need to, and I try and work with what is there. Oh god, there's a
Rat in your basement?
fucking no. There's a gacha game character called Harmony, I guess. I don't know. So it's now become impossible to find Toon Boom Harmony character build. So like this is the kind of stuff that I would work with usually. I don't know if this is a good example.
Where are you shooting it? Where is it going?
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna find a different video. This is too slow.
And hey, gangster, do you have an updated portfolio page?
Me? Yeah. Or
Yeah,
Nick?
Nick. I was asking Nick. Nick's not talking, so I'm asking you all the art
For
question.
what?
I don't know, just your stuff. Show off your stuff.
I'll put
No,
it in
I'm
the
a
you mean Nick
portfolio.
chat.
What?
It's not updated.
Oh.
Well,
'Cause
it's
I don't-
Yeah,
updated
mine's
as
also-
of like January, but
Mine's also out of date. I think it's like out of date by like a year and a bit.
Are you still using ArtStation or are you somewhere else?
no, it's always ArtStation.
Because ArtStation got acquired by, what's it called?
Epic.
Epic. Did they change how you post stuff? Like, do you need to have an account or anything?
You've always need. It's basically no, nothing's changed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I think it would be pretty bad form to buy a very popular website and then go, oh, we're gonna like rip it apart and change it on like a
Yeah.
fundamental level.
I don't even know how
So the
to
first
find it.
video is just a like video. I didn't make this build. I haven't worked this build. But someone made like a cowboy man, and it just kind of shows off like these are the things that I manipulate for my job basically, and like how they are designed, how they're created, and what they look like. It's basically just like taking a puppet you might make at like a summer camp with like push pins and like little pieces of paper, and then
Oh, okay.
multiply the complexity of that by like 30,000. Because everything just has like a pivot point and it rotates. So the only
So
thing I would
this is
really ever
Harmony,
have to
right?
draw. This is Harmony, yes.
Yeah.
So the only
Oh,
thing I would ever really have
wow.
to draw is like new hand drawings, or maybe like if the character's making like an expression that they don't have something pre-factored in for.
I like how his eye just clips out. But this is
Yeah,
actually
it's because
this
it's
is,
it's being
this is-
pushed back or forward in Z depth. So sometimes elements can like hide behind other elements or come in front of other elements.
this is a pretty cool tool, actually. Like that's really is this like
I would
this,
say
is this
this
just a
build
standard?
is. I would say this build is over designed. Like this build would
Oh,
probably
okay.
be too difficult to animate
Okay,
because
because I'm
it,
like this is
there's a
got,
lot
like,
of nice little stuff in here. It's got clean rotations. That's cool. But I'm noticing that a lot of the shapes in here are pretty complicated.
okay.
and like there's maybe too many things that you could simplify it a bit. That's usually the problem with a lot of shows that we work on, is that the builds are either not detailed enough and it's really difficult to work with, or they are too detailed and they're difficult to work with because I don't need to control every single possible aspect of the character. It just gets in the
Yeah.
way of me making them like do a basic hand wave.
Huh.
But like the
Oh.
stuff the character is, or they're doing with the character right now, this is how I work basically.
I
Where,
like
you just
that.
select their
that-
foot, go up, start rotating things, make their arm move up and down, etc.
Does this do interpolation between?
Yep, it can tweak.
Okay, you can tween between stuff. That's cool.
Yep.
I like that
Because all it's really
box.
ever tweening is like rotation and Z depth, and that's it.
I like that box that did the different facial expressions, and I guess there's weight to like how it connects. Like,
So that's called a master controller setup. And basically what it is the person who built this has set up a grid, and every corner of the grid is a predetermined key, and it just tweens between the four keys that are set up in the specific corners based on wherever they happen to have the cursor.
okay.
So for the larger one, it's their head turn. So it will
Yeah.
just go the center one. There will be a quarter front in the like 3/4 mark of the box, and then on the far corner will be like the profile of the box probably.
So then you also you also animate like mouth movement stuff.
Yep.
So then you're given the audio. Is it
Yep.
like
We have the audio ahead of time.
Is it like the like studio audio, or is this just like someone talking?
It is generally the final audio, but obviously stuff can change. Sometimes we don't have the final music, but if a character is singing to the music, usually that would be finalized, but the song choices in a thing may not be finalized.
Mm. Look at
But
this
basically,
guy.
if a character is moving on screen or the camera is moving, that is my job.
Okay.
Or if a character is like manipulating a prop in their hand, that is also my job.
Oh,
I don't do things like special effects, like if someone just shoots like a magic blast. That's not my
Mhm.
job. That's the FX department's job. Or like the glow on that character wasn't my
Okay.
job. This is like the fight scene, quote unquote, that I've done. There aren't many fight scenes in the shows we work on.
Yeah.
And usually if they are, they're made to be like kind of simple and snappy because
Kid shows.
you don't want not kid shows, but you don't want to make a workload that's really difficult for an animator because there's no real reason to. It just kind of hurts them when they're already on a tight production schedule, and it's really hard to factor in extra time for how difficult something might be. Like very frequently, we work on a show and it's like, okay, yeah, blah blah, you get 2 like weeks per episode, and that's fine. And then they'll storyboard an episode, or an episode will come in and it's like really complicated. Maybe it's like, oh, it's like the school graduation episode or whatever, and there's just way too many characters in there, and there's like a dance scene and whatever, and it's like, this is a fucking hard episode. I need more time than 2 weeks for this, and they often forget to like factor that in. So instead, because we don't know how long we're going to have to do it, it's usually storyboarded in a way where actions are supposed to be simple. Like you're probably not going to give someone a 400 frame or like an 800 frame, like 30-second uninterrupted shot of 2 characters fighting, because that would take someone probably a month to do.
Oh, okay.
And they may not have a month to work on that episode. Because usually on a show, I have a quota of I have to get 400 frames to 600 frames done every week. So you would basically say this person gets to work on this, but they are then a person down for 2 weeks as they are stuck on this one scene.
Okay.
Because it's going to take them an extra 2 weeks to just do it.
That's craziness. That's a neat tool. You know, I've listened to you talk about that tool so many times, and I've just like never, I've like in my head kind of always pictured, I pictured like maybe like a 3ds Max kind of tool, but it's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's kind of shit, but kind of cool. I don't like Harmony and their business practices because they're doing the thing that Autodesk does, where it's like, we are the industry standard, So now we're going to increase our pricing and remove the perpetual version of our program, so you can't just like buy it once for $3,000 and own it forever anymore. You have to pay like the $300 a month.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So fuck them. Also, their program's unstable as shit.
Oh, really?
It crashes all the fucking time.
Man, our station is friggin' filled with. I don't know if this is any of this is real. It looks very.
ArtStation, I think, has an anti-AI stance, right? Or does it not? No,
Oh.
people were protesting because they wanted ArtStation to adopt an anti-AI stance. I don't think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I just realized there's an extra button you have to press to get rid of AI generated stuff. But
Yeah.
and it deleted like
People are very like, hey, if you allow AI gen stuff here, I'm just gonna stop using your fucking site.
Yeah. But it's like how.
Especially like ArtStation is a place where like concept artists go to post their work, and they're probably the people most at risk of losing their job to Gen AI.
There's a bunch of AI art on ArtStation, but you can turn. There's a button to.
Yeah. I just turned the
not
filter.
See it.
Yeah, where the
Yeah.
fuck is that? I need it.
It says hide. It's
It's in
literally
the filters.
Yeah. It says hide AI, but I think it only.
Oh
goes
wow,
so
it's like
far.
buried. Fuck off.
But like
At least
some
to
of
not
this,
have that.
Wow, it killed like the entire front page.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's sad.
What do you mean? The front page is all there.
No, my front page just like completely reloaded and gave me like entirely new stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it could have just. I mean,
Maybe it just
could've
refreshed.
Been a filter change, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have software excludes.
Most of the stuff is like on the shop. Like people like reference packs and things.
I haven't been on here in a long time, and then they're pushing Unreal Engine 5.6 is here. Unreal.
It just happened yesterday.
Oh, okay, that's like super new. Yeah, I haven't touched Unreal in a very long time. I always wonder.
I need
because
to use it again. I have fun. It's nice. It makes things look pretty. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I was talking to some people yesterday about Unreal, and it's like I feel like if you want to make a pretty or like a first or third person game, using Unreal would probably be like the way to go. But if you want to make literally almost anything else, you're gonna use like Unity or Godot or something along.
It really
those-
depends, though. Like it depends
Yeah, I
what you're
think-
making.
I think that using the engine's strengths is important. I think that a lot of people try and just jam whatever they can into whatever engine they have. Like you see this with EA is really bad about doing this with like, oh, everything needs to be in Frostbite now. And it's like Frostbite wasn't designed for a lot of these games. Frostbite was designed for Battlefield. And that was back when Battlefield was like a lot smaller than it used to be, or than it is now. Or like Monster Hunter, the new one that came out, for example. Also Dragon's Dogma. Capcom is jamming every fucking game they can. Hey, Josh, into the Resident Evil engine, which was designed for Resident Evil 7, which is like a tight hallway, not a lot loading at once game, not a lot of actors happening, but like really nice visuals. And these games that have open worlds and lots of actors in them are literally coming apart at the fucking seams because the CPU is dying. Because it wasn't designed to efficiently handle an environment with like 50 to 100 actors in it, and then track all their behavior patterns and where they need to be on the map and stuff like that, or like these big like sprawling vistas. And Unreal's good at a few things, to my understanding, but it is not good at some things, and people just will say like, but it's got really pretty lighting, so I don't care. Or it's really good at automatically downsampling your models sometimes. So developers just there's like a rock in Monster Hunter that's like 75,000 tries, I think.
Oh really?
Because it's like it'll get downsampled. It's not in an Unreal game, but it's like we're not doing a good job of making art assets small. Like there's no reason to have like uncompressed audio files in games.
It's just like takes a lot of time to make. It's for saving money. That's why they do that.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
the difference between we can get the game out now or we can get the game out in like 3 months. But like, it's really funny to me that like devs clearly still know how to optimize. They can do it. Xenoblade Chronicles X came out on Wii U like 8 years ago. It was like 23 gigs, I think. It came out again on Switch recently. The game is half the file size that it used to be. It looks better, and it has more features in it.
Oh. This we have to add. This end game is what we need. I did not
To figure this out.
need to write an end game script.
But yeah, it's I'm not a fan of the trend we live in right now of like, oh, here's a new game. Just assume that it's going to be at like 150 gigs or 100 gigs, and it's like, bro, how many terabyte hard drives am I expected to fucking buy if I want to just like have a decent number of games installed? This is bullshit.
No, that's what they want. They want you to have to. Didn't you? There's a thing. It's. I don't know if it's
I've heard a conspiracy theory that I'm not necessarily super downplaying, but it does like I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out to be real. Of developers are keeping their games big because they don't want you to install other games on your machine
well, there's a.
because then you're more likely to keep playing their
I
game.
don't. I don't think. I think it's just. It's cheaper. Like you don't have to. If you want to optimize things, it takes long, and if you can just. Like hard drives are the cheapest thing in a computer, so they're like, okay, who cares? People either buy more hard drives or delete something off their thing, and they just.
There's a skit with it's those Australians that do a lot of video game stuff. They do like the store. They do like MMO stuff. What is it? And they also do like corporate board meetings for like game studios. And there's always one guy who's like the Chad guy. He's like, what if we sell something for like a lot of money? I can't remember what they're called. But whatever game. Skip.
Man, whoever's on this mouth needs to.
Gosh, I hate
Rebuild it.
how so much stuff is just it's like AI generated slop on YouTube. Game company.
Oh, like every time I look up a thing now, it's like, oh, I want to look up like wireless headphone reviews. It's just like I am a AI gen voice that was told to summarize like these two articles and have like just stock images, and it's just like slop content. It's so fucking frustrating. And it doesn't like tell me anything. It just buries the people who like actually review products.
Oh, okay. It's this. It's the Dava La Dirty League. These guys, they have a lot of skits, and I believe they're Australian, and they do dev supercut. Like they just have stuff about like it's so funny how some of this stuff is like really, it's really good. It's like there's the CEO, there's the like business person, there's like community manager, and then there's like the developer, and they're all like saying stuff, and then it's like, oh, it's funny. And I think they have one. I'm getting an echo. Am I echoing somewhere? They have one that is really really good, where it's like they're talking about pretty much that they're like a console manufacturer, and they're like, what if we only put enough space for one game, so that you have to choose what game that you're going to put on, so we guarantee that they're stuck playing our game. And this is kind of what you were talking about before. But yeah, they have a great channel. They have a lot of really funny stuff. Their dev stuff is hilarious. Their NPC stuff is really funny. Yeah, no, That's a good channel. It's a good channel. They got a lot of really funny stuff. Or is it my own thing? Am I echoing on my own stuff? No, all my stuff's muted.
No, I think it's Steve, but I barely hear it.
I turned my volume down a little bit, so hopefully it stops. But yeah, this headset's not the best.
I just barely hear it at all.
End screen, yeah, I was just going to write up some stuff for this. Because it runs, but right now it doesn't actually, the buttons don't work. So, you're going to say something, Nick?
No, I was just saying these people have a lot of views on their videos.
Oh yeah, no,
I mean,
they're
something
really...
I've learned is that there's a fuckload of channels out there that have like tens of millions or like hundreds. There's like several 1 billion channels video or YouTube videos that we've just never heard of.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Oh, they're from New Zealand. Yeah, no, they're all their stuff's great. They get a lot of. I think they have what made them kind of pop off. They did a lot of small stuff, and then a couple years ago they got. You know how like we have the Canada Media Fund, right? So I think they got something like that from New Zealand. So they got like a big injection of money, and they were able to and then they were able to make like a lot of really higher quality stuff. Because if you look at some of their old videos, like even like their armor and like their costumes are like not like super, you know, they look very like handmade and homemade and stuff. And then you jump to the next season, and all of a sudden it looks like, you know, they've been buying like LARP gear, like they're spending money on nice costumes, and a lot of the stuff gets like looks a lot nicer. But yeah, it's super funny. The NPC stuff is hilarious. It's like the perspective of stuff from an NPC's point of view, so like how players just show up. A funny one is how a player becomes an NPC. All the company, video game company stuff just seems so real. Like it's exaggerated, but it's like it's so funny because it's like we were just talking about. You have a small company, does well, gets bigger, and then eventually you bring in another management person from outside of game development that's brought in to like help, you know, stir more revenue, and they just don't know anything about game development, and they're like doing horrible things to players. And then the CEO is just like, whoa, let them cook, and then it's like, they're funny, they're hilarious. I highly recommend.
I'm going to recommend that maybe you should jump off the call because you haven't done a lot of work today, and I want to keep you productive.
Oh no, I just did a little work that you don't see, the hidden work. Now I'm just writing the end game controller. I'm just gonna write all the stuff that I need in here. Definitely need the buttons. I need to save data. I have to pull data, drop data. So we'll need text. How many text things do I have? I have a few, I think. Or did I make this one block? I think it's one block. Do I want to break this up? For now, I don't think I will, and I think I can just add. Oops, I also need to add some stuff. Do you know when that Steam page is going to be going up, Nick?
I don't know even if it's going up.
Oh, okay. Is it Unity Engine .ui? Yeah, that's what
Why
I
is
want.
this like that?
And using T. Is it this the one I want? I don't know if it's Text Mesh Pro or if it's something else. I used it somewhere else. Oh yeah, it's just Text Mesh Pro. Okay, cool. And this is TMP underscore text stat text. Okay.
Oops. Let's see.
Why did I do that? I did that wrong. Now it's weird. Now it just feels quiet. There was so much chatter before. Now it's just me talking to the expanse of the internet. Is this what it feels like when I'm talking to myself?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm working, so I can't really. I'm trying to focus.
Oh, okay. I guess you guys don't talk to yourself when you're working. Am I just like a crazy person?
I mean, I sit here and curse out the builds team. That's about it. For the storyboard artist.
Main menu button. Replay. Play button.
It's not great, but it's good enough. The
Good
show's
enough.
supposed to look bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it releasing this year? Or?
I don't know. It's always up in the air as to when a show that I work on comes out. Like, when I was working on a couple shows for Netflix, I'm not going to specify which ones, just in case. But sometimes the show would be done for like a year before it comes out on Netflix because they're trying to like wait and have like multiple seasons come out in like quick succession. And sometimes the shows that we work on start coming out while we're still working on them. Which means there's just like absolutely no room whatsoever to be late on anything.
Oh, okay.
I think this show is streaming, so I believe that it will probably be dropped all at once. So maybe like late this year, if I had to guess.
Cool. Well, you're gonna have to let me know so I can be like, hey.
Oh, I don't think it's your kind of show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well then.
Like it might be, but like, do you like South Park?
I haven't watched South Park. I used to like South Park. I haven't watched it in like forever.
It feels like a more crude, more violent South Park.
But the thing is, you know what made South Park good is that
Also, South Park doesn't have like the show doesn't have like topical references. the way
Oh,
South
okay.
Park
See,
does.
that's why I like
South Park is good because it's talking about current events.
They were like, original South Park was nuts. Like their production time, they would find out something.
It's
on,
like 3
a-
weeks. It's fast.
No, they had stuff that they were like they injected stuff that's like they found out on a Monday and the show released on a Friday. They injected that stuff in there. They were crazy monsters, and then they moved to digital from their paper cutouts. Can you imagine doing your whole show in paper cutouts?
I mean, I think that paper and stop motion have their place, but I think that they kind of like died for a reason. I think that the sad part is that a lot of people just said like, "Oh, well, we can let this die, and we can make this is easier now." Oh, it's more limited. Oh well, that's just a sacrifice, and it's like they just kind of let their shows look like dog shit. Like, even like back in the day, like animations for like bad shows still used to look good, and now we have shows like the new Caillou reboot, where it's like these characters are like barely fucking animated. Like this looks like dog shit. Like a first year animation student could do better than this.
Yeah. Oh shoot. What do I need? I need to get the information from another script.
That's an approval. That one's in revision, so I guess I'll jump over to that one. I don't want to do that one. I'll do it later today.
Do it. Do it.
No.
Sacrifice yourself to the animation gods.
No, it's my scene from last week has revisions, and I already spent all of last week doing it. I don't want to do more on it, so I'm just going to do it later.
Revisions? Don't you want to get your revisions done and out the door?
Not when I've already worked on a scene for like 35 hours. It's...
We need to do...
I have like a internal clock of like if I work on the same project for too long, I just kind of start to hate it.
Oh.
So like animation's pretty good for me because every shot is a different project basically. But
Maybe I'll just take this right now because this.
Every once in a while, you get one that hangs for too long.
I'll do this. I'll do this. I didn't want it to do that. Do you remember the button to like select a bunch of stuff and shift it over? How do I make
Hello,
it?
kitty.
Like, I want to tab all this stuff over so it's not like right up against here.
I can't see what you're talking about.
Is it this button? Is it control? No. What if I just tab? Oh, okay, never mind. I figured it out. I'm a smart cookie. Echo. Jamal echoes, but he never dies. Okay. So number of floors cleared, number of enemies slain, heroes lost, items collected, heroes unlocked. So that's a run stats, total stats. This is the stuff that's going to be pulled. So I do technically need 2 things of text. Public TM text. I'll call this one game stat text. And this will be run stat text. Okay.
Ideally,
This would just load.
caller.
Stola. I hope Can's doing okay.
Are you gonna surprise her at lunch? Just show up with a little bento box?
She comes home for lunch.
Oh, are you gonna surprise her and have lunch ready?
Maybe.
I think you should do that. I think that's and go and pick. Do you still have flowers growing in the front or no?
No, we never had flowers in the front.
I thought you had a little.
We have
bushes.
spider plants
Oh.
and weeds. That I need to
That's
dig up
Yeesh.
because I hate them.
Go get a flower. Go steal a tulip or something from someone else's garden, and put it in a little vase and have it. She comes in. She's a little vase, a little food.
Apparently, flowers don't work that way. You can't like pick a flower and then regrow it.
No, not to regrow it. Literally just for like lunch. Like you go out, you jack a tulip off someone's yard, and because I know there's people on your road that have like flowers.
Why? What are you? Why are you telling him to steal people's shit? I don't understand what's happening right
Yeah, you just go snip one flower, you bring it home, you put it in a little thing, you make your food. She comes home, she sees this like just such a sweet
I don't even
gesture.
think our tulips are dead by now.
Yeah, probably. I don't know what's growing right now.
Go buy. Oh no, the lilacs are better because they're everywhere.
Yeah, literally. I just know that there's a bunch of houses and they always have gardens out there. He just needs to do a little casual walk, a little bend over, tie my shoe, take a flower, run home, scramble some eggs. You know, put a. I don't know what you're gonna have for lunch. Where is my
Leftover pizzas today.
Scramble a leftover pizza.
Put it in a blender. I made you a smoothie. It's called a pizza smoothie. I'm probably gonna be eating tacos because we had Taco Tuesday yesterday, so I'm gonna do tacos again.
I had to do groceries.
We had hamburgers.
Ooh, hamburgers. Hamburgers. I want hamburgers. I was thinking about doing because like we can't have like regular hamburgers with the kids. So Anna can make these like super duper yummy. I guess you'd call them dinner
Vegan
rolls.
Hamburgers?
They're like dinner rolls. And so they're small. So then what I do is I make smash patties. So it's like really thin, cooked very quickly patties, and then we make mini burgers.
Sliders.
Yeah.
Why can't the kids have burgers?
Well, just a big burger's too much, right? Like it's like they can't hold it.
Yeah, then you just make like you've got
Mini
4
burgers.
kids. You make 2 burgers for 4 kids. Cut them in half.
No, because the thing is, I don't like how much bread we eat, and then
Like
like
trying to go keto.
not keto. It's just we eat a lot of bread. Like we eat a lot.
I mean,
of
bread is like a delivery mechanism for many meals.
And
across,
so I'm trying to like
tons of different cultures.
cut down the. Well, it's also again, if it's made bread, I'm less upset. So like if we use the bread maker, or if Anna makes the buns, like if we have like we used to also make our own pizza dough, stuff like that. It's not bad. And also
Dare
Anna
talk shit
loves.
about Nick's sourdough. He'll kill
I
you.
made-
Oh yeah, I was
I
supposed to go there. I was supposed to show up and steal some sourdough. Come get a slice.
I made buns yesterday for the hamburgers.
See, that's what I mean. You make the buns, and then all of a sudden, I'm a little less. That's fine.
Nick has an up and coming career as
A bakery,
a baker,
a baker.
a bread maker,
It's
a
easy.
breadwinner bread maker.
Takes long.
Well, that's the thing. It's the time, right? And you don't use a bread maker. You like do all your stuff like in the oven. And,
Yeah.
Less upset, more curious.
Well, I used for this. I use a KitchenAid for this one.
Yeah, but that doesn't cook it. It's just you're just mixing,
No.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For our loaves, we were just chuck all the ingredients in, press the make bread button, and then I do
Mainly
like.
'cause the.
Hmm?
No, there's just so much you add butter late, so doing it by hand is such a pain in the ass. So having it just the mixer just deal with that is good. Kind of like a brioche mixed with a milk. I don't know if you ever had
Fancy
milk
word.
bun. Well, brioche is just
Fancy. It's just an egg washed bun, right?
no brioche is like actually I didn't know this that a real brioche is all the liquid is butter, pretty much, in
Oh.
the recipe.
Oh,
But a brioche,
Sounds very French.
well, I think it is French.
sounds very
Well,
yummy.
it sounds French. But milk bread is more milk, obviously.
Where the hell did I? I should just find reference. Where's my reference? Reference. Here. Where are we using this?
That's why brioche is yellow, like the interior.
Oh. Is that not? No. All. I want all. Go to implementation? No. Go to all references. Okay.
And they fake it. When you buy brioche, if you look at the if you buy the Dempster's brioche, you can see that they like change the color with I think it's
Like food coloring.
no, they actually do use natural colors, but it's like sweet potato and stuff
Well,
to make it yellow.
scammers.
Just kind of
Dempsters, how
funny.
could you? You betrayed my trust.
This is
I used to be your most loyal customer. I would die for you.
They have pretty good.
I was like the Wonder Bread guy of Dempsters.
They have decent. Those brioche buns are actually okay. They're not great, but
Okay.
I've rediscovered my love for pita recently. It's very nice.
Oh.
Where-
yeah, the Adonis next to us, they have like super fresh pita.
I buy
Almost
that old
every
stale
day.
shit.
Yeah.
I go to Metro and get the 33% off because it's going to expire in 2 days.
Oh, that's awful.
I mean, I'll do that for if they have almond croissants. I'll do that.
That's
I'll get-
different though. Pita when it's like going, like when it's like on its last legs, it's
Yeah.
really hard.
Or
No.
or sometimes I'll do a French loaf. Like I'll get
I think I don't mind it
because I like it with what's called vinegar, oil. And
because I usually make
vinegar.
very wet sandwiches anyways.
Uh,
Don't make fun of my wet sandwiches.
I'm just thinking of like what's a wet sandwich? You like dip the sandwich in like water. It's like actually
No,
that's
it'd be
some-
like I'll make a sandwich, but I'll put like mayo, mustard,
Sauce.
relish on it. So it's like it's a lot of sauces that just kind of like introduce a lot of moisture into the sandwich.
but if you do
It's like
wanna,
a Burger King burger, right? Like
Yeah,
a Burger King burger is like sloppy and wet.
but if you want to like I've done it before. You can either do the
Rehydrate.
wet paper towel
The paper
on
towel in
top
the
of
microwave, yeah.
yeah, and like it works quite well.
Yeah, Ken does that all the time.
Ooh, we're talking about. Did you
um,
say dehydrate? We were talking about a dehydrator recently. We're like getting close to because I really like jerky, And I was like,
Yeah.
if we get a dehydrator, I'll just get some Costco steak. Some
We've done that.
Yeah,
I've done that before.
Oh, I've had a
Good.
lot of meat cravings lately. Like I'm salivating from it.
It's way better than the normal jerky, or
Well,
ours was anyways.
Well, the thing is, it's also if you look at cost wise, like a little bag
Way
of
cheaper.
jerky. Yeah, it's so expensive. I could buy
It's
for, like,
super expensive
for
yeah.
the amount of money I spend on one bag of jerky. I buy like 5 top sirloin cuts, which is like I don't know how many pounds, right? And then you just slice that. You do whatever rubs or whatever, and you just stick it in a dehydrator. I did it once without a dehydrator. I did it in the oven. Set the oven to like the lowest temperature, and then I even had the oven door cracked open. And then I left it for like, I don't know, it was 4 to 7 hours, something like that. And it came out really good. It was really, I did a teriyaki one. Ooh, yeah, it was pretty good.
So what's the goal for today, Jamal? What are you working on?
I'm getting the end scene to output run data. So like, floor you cleared, enemy slain, heroes lost, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I'll give the total stats because this is relative to the save file, but I keep resetting the save file. But this is like giving you all the information that has occurred with that run or that build. And then just setting the buttons so it's either goes back to the... Oopsies, that's the wrong one. It's going to go back to either the main menu, which I don't have a main menu. I put one in. It's either going to go to the main menu. Actually, everything will just go there. And then exit button is shutting down the program. Yeah. And then you can do the run again. So yeah. Yep. So I just need to do this. I need to figure out how I want to... I think this will be separated actually. And then a lot of the stuff I can just pull. So we'll do this here. I know. Stop getting angry with me. Do that there. And then now we need to do a nice combination thing. So I will need a holder. So maybe I'll just make a holder for each individual thing and then I can lump them together. So public string. Actually, no, this is not a string. This will be an int. Int.
Kitty.
Floors. Clear. You're yelling at your cat. Your cat's like, I don't want to deal with you. It's like, go away. Mommy's not around. I'm sad.
Yep.
Enemies. Slain.
Sad but true.
Ooh, I should have heroes.
Also, I'm
wall.
curious. You said that a couple days ago, Jamal, that made me think. You said like, oh, you have a fear of like being recognized by people or being like face famous. I think is what you said. Why did you then? I remember way back in the day. You asked me like, what the fuck is a VTuber, and I just explained like it's like a streamer, but they represent themselves with like a different like a cartoon
An
character
avatar, yeah.
instead of a webcam. And I remember you like kind of scoffed at the idea and was like, that's so fucking weird. Why would anyone ever do that? Very interesting to me that you had that comment if you're also like, oh, I don't really ever want to
So that I think
do that.
I think you misunderstood my comment for that. I think it's weird if your avatar is like for me it would be like if I made an avatar that was a chick. Right? And I don't identify as a female, I identify as a male. But if it was an avatar that like kind of looked like me, or in your instance, I like the fact that you picked a D&D character. Now, for me, it's like it works even better because I'm like, oh, I know that character. That's super cool. You know, a generic person's like, oh, he's a Minotaur. Neat. So yeah. I think it's odd. I think it's odd when people make VTubers that are like, how do I want to put it? Deceiving.
Bait. Oh.
Bait. That bait's a good one. But like, I
would say I think that the population of people who are like masquerading as an anime girl when they're actually like a dude is like very, very, very small. It's like probably in the numbers of like 100 people out of like the tens of thousands of YouTubers.
No, I bet you it's way higher than you think, especially now with
It's because voice changers suck ass, my man. It's really difficult to make a
You don't-
a deeper voice sound feminine.
I don't I think I think people can just change their voice pretty easily. You know, just be like, "Hi, my name is Lucy."
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
it
who's
doesn't
that?
sound
Who
feminine.
just joined the call?
Yeah, exactly.
Nick, like, who's this hot, sexy lady? Oh my god,
Oh,
my
what?
queen, take my $50.
Dude, okay. You laugh at this. I have definitely knew a guy who got conned like tens of thousands of dollars. He's an older guy, but he got conned like
Yeah,
tens of
that's-
thousands of dollars by someone, you know, pretend to be some Thai
He was
girl.
catfished, yeah.
Yeah, like it's
Called pig butchering.
it's
Oh, I've heard
like
it called catfishing.
Well,
But
there's
yeah.
but- yeah.
no,
and
it's just and the thing is, it's the same thing. Like I love that the sexy single in my area. She's arrived. But it's like I love that I think he's Russian or something. He's like a big butch dude, but he like dresses like he looks like a chick. He looks like a good looking chick, and I guess because he's got big pecs, he'll like squeeze them together so he looks like he got boobies. But he like I like his content. I think it's hilarious where he like talks. He's like, "What do you mean I'm not pretty?" or something.
That's funny.
Oh,
That's funny, but that's still like he's hiding
seen
but
that.
not hiding, right? Yeah. He's moved to a lot of he used to do just a lot of like video stuff. Now he does a lot of the street, what the people go on the
Yeah.
street and stuff. I like the ones where he like shows pictures of himself to like women. It's like, "Do you think she's pretty?" And like the woman, "Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous." And he's like, "That's me," and stuff like that. And they're like, "No." And then he shows dudes and like, yeah, I date her. And then he's like, "Oh, that's me." And it's funny because sometimes you get like, he gets like, bad results, but then sometimes dudes are like, "No way, dude, you're so hot."
And then did they go on a date?
I don't think so. I think it's just content, right? But it's still, I thought it's cool. I like that guy and the mop, the guy who goes around to gyms to pretending he's like a janitor.
Oh, I've seen that guy at the blue.
Oh.
He's usually in a blue outfit.
Yeah, blue outfit, and he's got how heavy? He's got
He's
a
like
mop.
in all my shorts on YouTube. It's
Yeah.
like,
He's great.
Yeah.
He's hilarious, and it's funny. He's been doing it now. He's gotten so popular now that people at gyms are now suspicious of people wearing blue jumpsuits and mopping the floor because this guy he's like an Olympic level friggin' deadlifter, and he just like picks up. There's guys who are so yoked and huge, and he just picks up the bar. And, it's nuts.
Just
Yeah.
looking around in the VTuber tag to see like, can I find any
That like
person
openly say that
who
they're
is like a big booby anime girl model but is a dude, and I am currently like 0 for 12.
really. But how would you know? Someone would have to like.
I
slip
think
up.
it's very apparent because I don't think they try and hide their voice.
I think they'd have to slip up. Hero names in dead older. That's what we want. Oh shoot! Do you want to do it like this? I guess I could just make the string. I could rebuild the array.
Like, I found someone using the VTuber tag who's not a VTuber. He's just like a Latin American guy with a webcam.
Oh really?
But I think he just either has it up as like a joke or he just has the wrong tags.
That's funny. I wonder what level of covering do you need to be a VTuber? Like, what if I had just a thing that did like face tracking and like
They
gave me
are-
a tuxedo mask style like thing?
What do you
Like
mean by
that-
covering?
So you know how there's like facial tracking software, right?
Yeah.
And so let's say I do a thing that just all it does is it like picks my eyebrows and my eyes out, and it just puts like a mask over top of it.
So just like a super deformed thing?
Not a deformed,
basically?
like the tuxedo mask classes. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think that if you're just in a costume, you're not a VTuber.
you could
If
just
that's
be
what
a
you're
ham.
asking.
Why don't you just be a hamster?
Because I'm thinking like,
That seems like a really good idea.
just like have it. Oops, where did that go? Have
Hello.
like overlay like these glasses over my like eyes. So it's not a costume. It's like a virtual thing that's overlaid. Or the Gurren Lagann glasses.
No, because at that point that's just a prop that you're tracking to you with face tracking. That doesn't
But but it's
like
not
a
real
VTuber
thing.
is like
virtual.
you are fully represented by an avatar, not like have you seen Code Miko, the streamer?
Code
I'll pull up a video for you.
Miko.
Here you go.
Oh, where is this?
Because like Code Miko is technically a VTuber. She does do stuff with her face as well, like with a webcam. She does kind of like both at the same time, but she just has like full body face tracking with a model that she's made that looks like her, and has like
Where did you put this?
in the You Nick chat. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see it.
That's the Nick Crystal Land chat. Too many fucking chats with Nick.
Oh yeah, hiding stuff. Oh, is this like a? This is like
This
a.
is a groom from Unreal Engine 5. Each of the strands are simulated. Isn't that cool?
Oh wow,
Now this is a longer flowing hair.
that's interesting. But that's using Unreal 5. That's pretty. I wonder how.
She's been doing this
So
since
this
I
is
think
a
like before
groom
Unreal 5
from
was out.
Unreal Engine
Oh.
5. Each of
She's
the
been doing this for I think like
strands
8
are
years.
simulated. Isn't
I mean,
that
that's pretty
Now
cool.
this is a longer flowing
But I feel
hair.
like her avatar isn't very far off from how she looks too.
Yeah, but they don't have to be. Like you can just have a cartoon drawing of yourself, and then you can be a
I should get.
VTuber.
You could be a hamster.
You
can be a
really like
hamster.
this hamster idea? Is there?
You
Is
should be
there?
a hamster.
Is there like a?
I think there's some like default ones you can get for free that are hamsters or cats.
There's a cat, I think.
You can
Anna,
be a
would you still
cat
love
at
Jamal if
least.
he was a hamster?
Of course
No.
she would. She would love me more.
If he was a stinky little hamster?
Why are
Don't
hamsters
do it.
stinky?
Hamsters are super stinky.
I feel like
Have
if
you
I
ever
were
owned
a
a hamster?
hamster. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, hamsters are stinky.
I don't remember. I remember I had a what's it called? Not a porcupine, a hedgehog. That thing stank. That thing was really stinky.
You had a hedgehog? That's cool. Wait,
Did
really?
you
I
on
didn't
Sonic?
know that. I didn't know they stunk.
Yeah, they smell. They're really smell. They're way smellier than other rodents, and
A
they're
lot of animals
nocturnal.
stink.
They're really
I know
nocturnal,
ferrets.
and they don't
Yeah.
do anything. And then when you have to like clean them, you generally have to, because they're not really a big fan of getting wet, so you have to wear like gloves because they'll prick you with they like ball up and they're small. They're small. Like I remember being a kid, and I would assume as an adult now because my hands are bigger, but like it's tiny. Oh, if I was gonna be a hamster, I'd want to be a Hamtaro hamster.
Yeah, you can do that.
Now you want no? I see. Now you make me want to be a
If you want to be a VTuber, you can be whatever the fuck you want
Hey.
to be. You don't have to be like anime girl. You don't have to be your D&D
If
character.
if you do this, I'm not watching your stream ever again.
Oh my gosh.
You're the
You
one
love
who's
the
like,
hamster.
you're literally pushing the hamster on me, and now you're like, I don't want to watch your stream because you're a hamster.
You could still be a hamster.
Oh, you know what I want to be? If I'm a hamster, I want to be a what's it called?
Doesn't make any sense.
I want to
Let
be
me
a
pull up. What
ham.
are
I want to be a hamster, like not ham. I want to be like
Like a piece of ham.
yoked.
You want to be an egg?
No, I want to be like a swole.
You can be like a Dragon Ball character.
I want to be like when they.
No, be
when-
like a Baki character. Dragon Ball characters suck.
You can be
No, no.
Brawly.
I want to be like a brawly hamster.
God, we've done fucking nothing game dev wise today.
Yeah, no, I've got actually a fair bit already written for this.
But you haven't done anything.
No, I've written code. I've been writing code. I've been getting this set up. You guys are just the ones not getting anything done.
You guys are just haters.
I have an orc here.
I haven't
you
a
have-
work.
Do you have all the sides of it?
I only need to do the whole point is to do one frame.
So it's just the face, or the body.
So you can
Looking
be
south.
the VTube Studio comes with a dog, a cat, a white cat,
A
and
hamster.
then 2 different anime girls.
See, they're already trying to fuck. They're putting the anime girls on you.
You can be
Hey,
a cat.
you could be an anime
I don't know.
girl.
I wouldn't. No, I'm not gonna be a cat.
There are streamers who
That
use
is
the
an
free
ant.
cat, like VTube Studio model.
My dislike of
You should
cats
be an
moves
a-
to the virtual world.
You should be an anime girl, and you listen to Nightcore. Like,
He's already halfway there.
I know, that's what I mean.
Item.
You can on stream Nightcore.
You should commission my wife to make you a VTuber. Give me your money.
How about I come and make her lunch, and she makes me a VTuber.
That would go a
I'll-
long way, but I already make her lunch.
I'll come. Whoa, 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 whoa! Are you stealing flowers and putting them in jars? I don't think so.
I'm not.
And I'll come. I'll take some of my kids' stuff. I'll wear the chef hat. They have one of those poofy hats that
Steal
like.
from my children.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear their costume. I'm gonna bring an apron,
This is
Anna,
not-
this strange man is saying he's going to steal from your children.
and then I'll raid your pantry and I'll make some gourmet level stuff. Ask Anna. She knows that I can whip stuff out of nothing.
Don't do it.
Then
Then you'll have to teach him how to use VTuber Studio and all that.
Oh, I'm not teaching him shit. He can do it himself.
How do I represent this? Do I want to? I guess it would be a string also, or is it a number?
A shield.
I think it'd be a string. I'll just do string, and then I'll have to just add a little thing. Heroes, unlocked. I'll just add a little comment for myself. Display the hero class names only. And then items. This is items collected. Display items class name only, or maybe also.
I can't believe you'd steal from your children. That's fucked up. That's low, even for
What do you
you.
mean steal? Explain what theft is. Because you gotta
I
first
was
go
just
with
making a
ownership.
fucking
What's
joke.
ownership? Who owns all that stuff? Yeah, no, not my kids. My kids own nothing. I own all their
No.
stuff.
Why do you own it?
'Cause I paid for it. It's mine.
Payment doesn't entitle ownership.
Are we getting into Steam logistics here?
No, but Steam Logistics would be on my side.
Yeah, because it's a rental service. Did you know that? If Steam wants to, they could just take all your games away and be like, haha, no more for you.
I mean, you technically don't own your car even though you've paid the money for it, because while you're paying it off still.
Oh, the van, yes. The van I don't own.
Yeah.
But my other cars, yeah, I own them.
Stupid fucking doorknob.
Yeah. Okay, what do we got? We got all those things. I think that's fine for now. Now we got to implement how they will merge. So it should be pretty straightforward. TMP, oopsies, it's going to be run text is equal to and quotations last run.
Oh man, I don't know if you guys have seen any of it. I heard that the new Hunter x Hunter game coming out is apparently like the worst fighting game of all time.
No, don't say that.
Which is very funny because there's been like a
That's hard to do because there's a lot of shitty fighting games.
apparently this is up there.
Including Tekken.
Did you just call out Tekken?
Tekken is ass.
Harada's gonna come to your house and fucking
Then
fight you
that
at
other-
Waffle House.
That other game too, whatever the wolf one that's coming out.
Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
No,
What?
it's the one that you can play as
Marco
Uh,
Berries?
Mark of the Wolves. Yeah, the one you could play as what's his face from
Terry Bogard.
that soccer player. Ronaldo.
Oh, Ronaldo.
He's a fighting game character in that game.
That's so funny to me.
And somehow the game looks so bad. Like I find the graphics look like ass.
Well, I'm just talking about the gameplay. The Hunter x Hunter gameplay is apparently like absolutely dog shit in terms of like options that a player has and
Oh, really? I feel like a
what characters should be allowed to get away with because
But there's
it's
like
fucking what's Briefcase Man's name? Is it like Lolario or something like that?
I feel like Hunter x Hunter should have like an open battlefield combat area, like a 3D.
You mean like a Naruto Shippuden game?
Yeah. That or even bigger, like maybe not bigger. The Dragon Ball games have that too. Not like Fighter Z or whatever, but like the older Dragon Ball games. They have,
Budokai.
like, like Budokai series. They have like the big open areas, and then you can go from flying to the ground, and then the environment blows up, which is pretty dope.
I think that there was a Jujutsu Kaisen and a Hero Academia fighting game that came out like last year that were also like that and were just fucking terrible as well.
well, that's I was gonna say there is no like
I think there was a Bleach
anime
one that I
fighting
wanted to
game
play.
that is like known to be good. Like
I mean, that one that wasn't a full. What was it? Sparking Zero? Yeah, Sparking Zero. That was pretty good.
no,
That
but I
was,
mean
like,
like
side
yeah,
to
but that
side.
died. They're flash in the pan. Like they're not actual good fighting games. They're there to play your character and have fun. You know
Yeah,
what
so I
mean?
think that the Hunter x Hunter one is bad because it's a $70 game, like it's a full price game still,
Yeah.
and it's like characters can like just walk up to you and hit like effectively like down smash and just mash the button over and over again and put you in an infinite combo you can't escape from.
That's fun.
It's like there's absolutely like no fucking like gameplay or strategy or anything. It's just like, oh, damn, he hit me once, I guess I die.
Like let
And it's like it's not like input intensive or anything. It's just Briefcase Man walks up to you and punches the ground until you fucking die.
Hey.
I was thinking about what is it? Bleach Rebirth of Souls fighting game, which apparently has some interesting mechanics built in for like how your like power ups work. That's the big thing. The problem that's kind of like the thing with anime. It's like it's hard to solve that power creep gap. It's like how can one character like look, you got your main character who's always like super duper powerful and no matter what always gets more powerful, and then you got like one of those side characters from like the early on in the series who just never really gets stronger, like a Yamcha. And it's just
I mean,
like,
the answer is either you don't worry about the narrative of it because that's stupid, or you say, fuck it, we're going to lean in really hard and make an objectively bad game to play because Dio is the strongest character. Or something like that. Like, the games that do that, where they have, like, lore accurate power levels, are usually fucking just there for you to play for, like, 30 seconds.
So there was a game, and what they did, which I thought was cool, is they gave everyone power level, but how it works, it was like a team fighting game. So you have like, you can switch out people, and the higher your power level, it's like you had a certain amount of points to fill, right? So let's say it's 100 points. Well, if you took Goku, you just had 100 points. Like you took one character and you were already maxed. But you could take like 10 Cybermen.
Oh, it's like Canlander.
It's like, yeah, you take like 10 Cybermen and you're like, okay, now I have 100 points. Right? So it gives you that like option. I'm pretty sure it's a Dragon Ball game that does it, where it's like, yeah, if you take like Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, it's like, oh, you're capped. You're like, and it like it's like, okay, your opponent gets like way more dudes. Is this Sparking
But Krillin is
Josh
the
just
best.
keeps saying Sparking Zero
Sparking
over and over
Zero.
again.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about.
Sparking Zero's, yeah, that one. But it
Well-
still wasn't very successful.
Was it? I feel like it was.
No, I think the
Well-
only Dragon Ball game that's done well recently is Fighting Z or Fighter Z.
Oh, Fighter Z is
And
the
every
one I'm
other
thinking about.
Because
Okay, that's-
Kakarot also came out and people were upset with it.
The Fighter Z, it also did not like people don't play that anymore. Like no one plays that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's because there's a new Arc System Works game. I think didn't they also like put out an update that everyone really didn't like?
Well, yeah. Fighting games always do that. So
Yeah, of course they did. Like Tekken literally committed suicide with its most recent patch. Where like, here, let me find the Tekken 8 Steam page and look at the
Sparking
reviews.
Zero
It's fucking
seems to-
hilarious.
I might be biased. It's because I watch Aris.
You hate Harada.
No,
It's not too
I just
bad.
think Tekken.
Oh man, that's so fucking funny.
The amount of F-bombs, I'm gonna have to change my stream friggin' tags now because of you, sir. You have reached...
cares?
Yeah, this is just chatting stream, not a game dev stream.
I don't have... I think I'm on a game dev stream.
Well, no, he's saying
Yes,
it's
I am.
changing to that.
Oh, it's changing to a chatting stream? I wonder if I could change that live. I don't think I
You
can.
can.
Can I?
Yeah, you
Yep.
can.
Can I just
So.
add chatting to it? Oopsies, I didn't want to do that.
You can't add it to it; it just replaces the category you're in.
Oh. How do I do
Wow,
that?
Also,
you're
yeah,
no longer-
Tekken reviews are like hilariously bad.
Hey,
Hmm?
Jamal, are you working?
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Why?
I feel like you're not working.
I'm working. I'm getting there.
Okay. All right.
I hope slash
Yeah.
n is the space, the enter, or I have to go and change that. I'm pretty sure it's slash n for line break or line enter space thing. Enter.
Oh.
Next
I don't
line. Next
remember.
line. I think it's next line. That's what it's called. Yeah, next line. Whatever. I'll put this and I'll see what it does. Okay. Force cleared.
Man.
Heroes lost.
It's so funny if you have your Steam set up to just say like, "Hey, just show me all the games." Like, no, don't censor anything, and just like the new and trending
I have.
page is just like 50%. Like
Yep.
the most like in your
The
face,
best
like
game
who
ever.
gives a shit? We're gonna call it like "Have Sex with Hitler" or something.
I
like
love the games that come out there because I like reading the reviews.
that.
No, the crazy thing is when you look at them and you see where it's like,
Your friends own them, half of them.
no.
I always
Uh,
want to click on them just to like read the reviews or like just be like, what the fuck is this? This is crazy. But I'm always scared Steam's gonna add a feature that says like, oh, your friend Steve was looking at this game.
No, the funny thing is when you see that they're on the like 6th version of it, like, you know, Super Hentai Triple Threat, I'm in your basement 6.
Sounds.
Sounds popular.
Wait, there's a 6th one already.
But there's a market for that. There's a market for everything. I was watching Code Monkey, and he was doing his article, and he was talking about how he had a course, like a, Cooking Mama, that game. Is that the game
Yeah.
where you like run around, you make stuff, and don't make it burn or whatever? So he had
No.
a Unity
Oh.
course.
Cookie Mama has no movement whatsoever.
Oh, okay, I don't know. A game where
It's
you have
more
to
like
you're in a kitchen.
Shawarma.
You're overcooked, I think, is what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
overcooked. There we go. So
Oh,
he had
yeah.
a course you take, and it's Unity, and it's like I don't know how many hours, like 30 or 40 hours, and it like teaches you how to make that game effectively. And so someone took the course with no experience, made
And they made
their
that game
own...
and they put sex in it,
No,
and it sold
they,
a billion copies.
They didn't put sex in it. They just made their own game version of that, and they launched it on Steam, and they like sold, probably on Steam probably around 100 grand. So they probably made like 66,000 dollars off of it.
Okay.
Pretty nutty. But that was like because the guy he's been a lot lately, and I feel like a lot of the indie or like the developer.
Sounds like he's trying to sell his
Course program.
Well, no, I think what his
He's
whole
trying to
point.
sell you how to get rich quick scheme so you can be a millionaire just like him.
No, what he was saying is that one, he was talking about cozy games being a very like big market right now, just like not
For sure.
what.
For sure, people like escapism.
Yeah, well, like games that are not stressful. You kind of like there might be a little, but it's like it's cozy. Just you play it, you have a little fun. And then the other thing was a couple other devs I've been watching. It's all about do players care about art? It was like
Yes.
a big thing, and it was so that's the thing. This is an interesting thing. It's like there's been a lot of talk about this.
I watch it. I disagree with a lot
of-
of what that guy says.
Because like
A
one of the
lot.
ones was because even another one the guy who
'Cause he points to games that were like he thinks look pretty that didn't do well, and then I actually don't think they look good. So I don't know, maybe
Art is subjective.
I was gonna say art.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is art is subjective, because there was another topic about like lazy games, and it's like, or I guess lazy games and asset flips were kind of like lumped together, right? Where someone's like, I made this game, I grabbed a bunch of assets, I put it together, and I shipped it. And one of the topics he was talking about was what's that drug dealer game that's like really popular right now?
Section
Schedule
1.
one.
Schedule
Yeah.
1.
Schedule 1. And he's like, yeah, like you can see that a lot of this are bought assets, but then he's like, but things everything's in the same realm. Like it's a very simplistic style.
Bro, Only Up is a fucking like $1 million game, multi-million-dollar game made exclusively off of I stole this fucking asset from somebody, I didn't pay for it. And it's got
Oh, that's-
like bad default Unity character controller, and that's it.
Isn't that that's the one where you just keep climbing on
Yeah.
random stuff?
It's a Fabian game.
I don't know. What
There's
that is.
tons of these games. Bennett
Oh.
Fabi is the guy who makes all the like really difficult games like Pogo Stuck or Getting Over It.
I think I know Getting Over It.
Getting Over is the one where you're like a naked
in a
dude
pot?
stuck in a cauldron.
Yeah, okay.
And
Yeah,
you have,
the
like, a
pot, yeah,
hammer.
and
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is about that. That's an interesting
but
game
he already
design.
has a successful, like,
Yeah.
he has a. Yeah. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah,
He
Nick
like
has a good point. He has a following.
No,
Yeah.
that game was not made by that developer.
What?
Oh, I thought you said they
Only
were.
Up was no. Fabian game is
Fabi
like
Up.
a type of genre now.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Like,
Yeah,
basically
but
just
that
like a
doesn't-
hard, like supposed to be frustrating.
It doesn't
platforming
mean
style
much
game.
though. Like it really doesn't, because those are the ones you're seeing. Like the ones that don't do well, you don't know about, and there's probably like a fuck ton of them. So it's
like-
like, oh, you're sure you can say,
Actually, Google Only Up on Steam. Only Up L, Only Up L with a space, Only Up 1, Only Up Bundle, Only Up 2, Only Up Skibbity Together, Only Up Skibbity, Only Up with Friends, Only Up Smarkerland, Rush Only Up. Like, there's so many fucking ripoffs of these games because you can literally throw them together in like probably 20 minutes.
yeah, but it's like.
But
there's
that-
only
This
a
one is
few
literally
of them.
Only Up, but you play a big booby anime girl, and that's the only difference.
Only boobies.
It's literally called Only Up Girl.
Wow.
Only look up, and it's like a skirt.
Skirt. I literally was thinking that same thing. A skirt looking game. Only look up.
When you're
there's-
you're just a small character running up someone's legs, like that's the whole thing, and you're trying to get up the skirt. That's the
No,
whole
see,
game.
see, now you're getting, you've gone too complicated. All you do is you take a bunch of
What do you
assets. The
no,
fact
the
that
asset
you gotta,
is the giant girl.
yeah,
You
you have
just
a,
scale her to maximum.
No, she
There's a-
has the assets, Nick.
There's a game that's like that where you're flying on a fly and there's like these gigantic women everywhere and they crush you. Like that's a game.
Oh fuck, I should play that one.
Yeah.
oh, what did I do wrong here? This is correct.
I watched Aris play. It was hilarious.
Do I have to encapsulate this?
Yeah, I would say I think people care a lot about graphics. I think that people don't care depending on what type of game it is, or if the gameplay is so good that they can like look past it because it's addicting. Like League of Legends looks like shit, but the gameplay is very addicting.
I don't think it looks like shit. I think
League of
looks
Legends
really
looked like
good.
shit in 2012.
Well, yeah, but standards are a lot lower back then.
I don't think they were.
But I
Think
think
about what games used to look like in 2012.
Games
Like
look
The Witcher is
shit
not a
back then.
phenomenal looking game, but that's a 2013 game.
Yeah, but that's like the exception. That's like saying Crisis is a 2009 game. It's like,
I mean, it is.
yeah, but it's like it's the exception.
I
not
gotta
the
run. I
rule.
gotta go pick up wife. I'm sorry to bring up a point and then bail immediately.
Oh, see, because
We can
he's
yell about games
losing.
later.
He's losing and he runs away. That's what it is.
I can post a screenshot saying I'll be there at noon, and it's gonna take me 2 minutes to walk there.
Lies and
You
You get 1 minute to yell at me. Go fast.
No,
Go get some flowers.
go steal flowers from your
Yep.
neighbor.
Yep.
All right.
still
Well, when we get back, I expect the end screen to be finished.
procure flowers from your neighbor, and if she's a kind old lady, offer to wash her dishes.
Okay. Well, I will do that when you show me the end screen when I get back in 45 minutes. Okay.
Okay. I won't be here in 45 minutes.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
I'm probably leaving in 4 minutes.
Oh
Yeah.
damn.
He's gonna go walk.
Everyone's
for like
leaving,
an
but
hour
I'm
and
the
a
one
half.
who's getting heckled for it. Weird, strange.
Well, you're the one who started it. It's like one of those lemmings thing. You decided to walk away now. Everyone else is walking off the friggin' cliff. That's a game I kind of would like to remake. Is Lemmings? Do you remember Lemmings?
No.
I never played it. I know what it is.
Why don't you
So-
remake like a cool game like Leisure Suit Larry?
No, because I feel like Lemmings wouldn't be that difficult. But pretty much Lemmings. The cool thing about Lemmings,
Nick, do you understand what I was saying?
Yeah.
I have no
Okay,
idea
thank
what
you.
you're talking about.
It's okay. It's a porn game.
Oh, see, I don't know that.
It's a game where you play as a guy who just goes around and tries to like woo and have sex with ladies, but the art's really bad.
No, I don't play
It's an
any
old
games
game.
like
It's
that.
when did that game come out? Like the like early 90s?
Yeah.
Isn't your time up now? Aren't you supposed to be running now?
Yeah, I'm supposed to. I'm running right now. I'm getting my shoes on.
He's on. Yeah.
Oh, he's got his headphones on as he's going? Or did you move to wireless mode? You whip out your phone and
I don't know.
whip your phone out, go on to Discord on your phone. Gosh, it already feels like 26 degrees. So you're going to go walk in this home slice?
Me?
Nick? Yeah.
No, I went this morning, so I didn't.
Oh,
have
okay,
to.
so you're not doing another walk?
No, I already did like 8 kilometers today, so I'm not or close
Gosh,
to it.
man.
7.5.
It's not even going to get cool until like midnight, and it's only going to be 19
I know
degrees.
it's actually peaking at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
temperature.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to get the kids early today. Oh man, not looking forward to. Apparently that's the summer. Summer's supposed to be a big heat wave. Okay, so I got all this. I'm outputting the correct numeros. Then I gotta do a weird thing. This is gonna be a little complicated. Oh, you know what I should have? I need another thing.
Too shiny. Too shiny.
Public game object. Is it dead? Dead. Hero. Holder. Oh shoot, I have to set these too.
GG's.
GG no re.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ladder game data is equal to game object. I always hate that it doesn't do the proper one. Game object dot find.
This is the shield, right? Weapons.
I don't know. Is it? You have weapons in your game now? I thought it was all golf clubs.
Well, it's the orc, so I'm assuming. I mean, the references he gave me, they're both holding weapons, so. I don't know, like, what the story is, really.
Oh. It's trying to get into
Oh.
Isengard.
You're trying to hit the ball into the volcano, the giant volcano.
That's kind of cool. Taking the dwarves to Isengard. Taking the dwarves to Isengard.
Okay, well, that's good enough. The orc is done for me.
Are you using bright color palettes or is it more muted?
It's depending on what I've done. A lot more muted stuff for some of the backgrounds, just to pop the characters out. It depends.
Because I can't remember. Were you
'Cause-
saying that the backgrounds were the bright or were they muted? No, it'd be the other way. You'd want your characters to be bright and your backgrounds to be muted, right?
Yeah, that's kind of how you do it. Other than like if your terrain is unaccessible, like unwalkable, that's also high contrast. So because that's the thing that a lot of top-down games do is they make the walking stuff and the unwalkable stuff dark and high contrasted, and they make the
Okay.
walkable stuff like less contrasted.
Yeah.
So
that your
and-
character can go over it without being like melanged into everything else.
Yeah, it's to make it more obvious, like where to step, where not to step. That's what I've tried to do, but the problem is I also have to make try to make how things look smoother in different areas. Like if you're on the green, it has to be a smoother looking surface. So that's another difficulty. Like this is actually a pretty difficult project to make tiles for because you have to think too much instead of actually just making stuff.
Well, I mean, this is what you're getting paid for. You think you flex those brain muscles. Do you at least have like a frame of where you're thinking, or is it like open to interpretation?
Well, it's like it just makes it difficult. Like try to think of how do you make a surface that looks like a ball can roll on it when you're on a mountain? Like it's just hard.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Like doing a top down where the ball can either go up or down like a slope.
Well,
Right.
just running on a surface like rocks are like a mountain is rough. So how is a rock supposed to roll around on that? You know what I mean?
Unless it's like using paths, kind of make you think of like a mini golf, where it's like, oh, this has got like you kind of have to follow the path that they laid for you to go, and it's just like
No,
a
we
winding
just have green. We have like extreme rough, fairway,
okay.
green, and then I have a water and then a sand per level.
Mm. And then do you have to make that's like the actual tile, or is that like the terms, and then you're like creating different variants of that on different areas?
It's the terms, like those are the things that have to
Okay.
work, and then yeah, and then I have to do it for.
A
I mean
mountain.
yeah, the mountain. I've done it for a volcanic area, and then we have just like an actual golf course, which is
Yeah. I
yeah,
feel like for a well, volcano would be kind of easier because you could do what's it called that when it's you have like
smooth.
the glass. It's like it's almost like glass, the black onyx
I
stuff.
just did I just did less cracky cracky
Yeah,
rock.
and then you do the one where it's like it's just freshly, it's like when it rolls on itself, it's like freshly crusted, and then the last one would be like cracky, and your ball just could get burned
And
up.
then, well, the
The
extreme
mountain
rough.
one, is it high enough that you're like there's snow? Because then you could use ice.
No, no.
No? Oh,
But
okay.
I mean, that one's not done. Like I'm only done those other ones. Like the volcanic and the mountain one are only done enough to look okay on the Kickstarter. The
Hmm.
full tile set's not done. The one for the golf course, I did the whole thing.
Mm.
That's the more playable level. The mountain actually is really difficult having because
I feel like
you
I
even
feel like
need
that'd be.
wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you would be playing like, I think of a mountain. I feel like you'd be playing like around a spiral almost, right? Like you're trying to get your ball up the mountain.
There's just so much there. Like you have to
Yeah.
do so much, add so much stuff. I don't know what he's gonna do,
Unless
but
you do,
I
unless you
might.
do like a weird like peak to peak kind of thing. Like it's like the
Oh
flat
yeah,
top mountains, and you're like shooting. It's like if you don't
like
land it on
on
the spot, it falls into like the nothing.
in the background is just clouds
Yeah,
and
yeah,
horrible.
exactly. And then you're just
Yeah,
like shooting it from peak to peak. And then I wouldn't even go with like the normal gray mountains. I'd do like the desert style mountains, the red ones, because those are the ones
yeah,
that always are characterized with like flat tops, which then there you go, you have your flat surface.
yeah.
Yeah. And that would also be kind of cool visually too, because you could have like
It depends how much money he has, because that's not. I'm probably not gonna be on this project till it's done, because I don't want to only do this project.
I mean, if he keeps paying you cash money.
Yeah, well, if he gets funded, yeah. I just don't know if the Kickstarter will get funded.
Well, it depends on what he's also asking for and how big his reach is going to be with it, right?
Well, if he's asking for a little bit,
It should be fine. If he's asking for a lot, then it will be a problem.
but then if he's asking for a little bit, then he's not gonna be able to pay someone to
Oh,
finish all
yeah,
the
that's
art.
true.
So
That's true.
yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Because I don't know. I'm now
Project.
kind of curious, just because it's like, do you know anything like gameplay wise? Like, is there going to be like fantasy style abilities? Like, will Gandalf get to
Yeah,
like hit it with his like staff, and then it like turns into a firework or something? Now since you mentioned those things, and I'm thinking Tolkien, I'm thinking just
that
like
kind of stuff would be cool, but he's not doing. From what I know, he's not doing anything like that. He has like obstacles that you can place down, and he has like you can put sand traps that'll like
balls.
suck your ball into it, or he has these
I just feel like characters
like
should have
guy
cool.
like like geysers that will shoot
Shoot
your
it up.
ball up.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah.
But I like the idea that the characters have like their own little unique twist on. Like I just feel like the elf character like putts with their or hits with their bow, and then they have like a thing maybe where you can like shoot an arrow to like hit your ball further because they like knock it up and then they like.
I don't know if he's that creative. He's going that creative.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
cool,
giving because originally I just you told me there was an old guy and a young girl, and I was like, oh, this seems so boring. And then now you're telling me that there's dwarves. Like I just picture a dwarf with an axe and a big helmet, and he's just like, his whole gimmick is he can drive really really hard. Like the range, like he can always drive the ball super far, but then it's like when it comes to putting, he's like really really bad at it. Wait, why am I having a deja vu of this? Maybe we did have this conversation.
I don't know.
I literally feel
Maybe
like
you dreamed about it.
Oh, I had a crazy dream last night.
Why? What was it?
It was just like compliments.
Yeah.
Then I said a quote. I came up with a quote where it's like success isn't something that comes to you; it's the opportunities. So if you wait long enough, an opportunity will show up. But success is when you know when to like take the opportunity and like go with it. And that was
your dream?
That was in my dream. That was like a thing I told in my dream. I'm like successful indie developer, and I like tell some business people that, and they're like, "Wow, you're such a smart kid." And then the other half of the dream is we're having like a party with like parents and their kids, and there's this girl drinking a very large like rounded glass cup full of a fruit juice, like a dark fruit
mega
juice.
pint.
Yeah, and then I'm telling her, I'm like, oh, because it's like in the basement and there's like carpet and stuff. And I'm like, okay, maybe you need to sit down to drink your drink. And I'm like trying to and it's like full. You know when someone fills a glass to a stupid amount? Yeah. And I'm like, okay, maybe you want to sit down, and then she's like, no. I'm like, maybe you want to talk to your mom. I'm trying, it's not my kid, right? So I'm trying to be like a respectful parent and like, but I'm trying to also keep my house from becoming a disaster.
Yeah.
And then one of the dads kind of pipes up. He's like, yeah, no, sweetie. He says, sweetie. Now this is the interesting. He says, sweetie, why don't you put that down? So in my mind, I'm like,
It's
oh, this is
the kid.
I'm thinking this is the kid. And then I like kind of try to take the glass from her, and then she like does something, and then it's just the whole thing gets poured on me.
It's like a bathtub falls out.
And I'm just like, I snap, like I freak, like I snap, I like yell, and I like hit the ground, and
shit.
and for a split second, right? This is with people around, and then I like take a breath.
Yeah, calm down.
I calm down. Anna comes and like calms me down. I'm like all wet. The kid like runs off somewhere. I go up to the guy and I'm like, "Was that your kid?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "What?" And then this is where the dream gets weird.
And you fist bump in an end scene.
No, I'm like, so who's the parent? And this is where the parents don't know the name of anyone. They use stereotypes like, oh no, isn't her mom the hippie mom? And then another person's like, no, she's like the uptight mom. And then Anna's like, no, isn't she the MILF? And then I just crack. I just start laughing.
Does Anna say things like that?
No, Anna does not say things like that. And it's in the moment. I'm still angry, right? I'm pissed. There's like, I'm covered in juice. There's juice on the floor. I'm like, I gotta find out whose parent this is so I can ream them out for not watching their kid. And then Anna says this thing, and I just start laughing. And then I wake up, and that was my dream. But it's like, this is the thing. It's like Anna does do stuff like not like the MILF comment, but she'll say things from time to time in situations which just cracks me up and really just makes whatever the situation not so bad. What were you laughing at the other? Oh, we were laughing at. So I know I try not to swear on this thing. But did I tell you about Cece's first time saying the F word?
No, what did she say?
So it's recent. So she must have picked it up. Cece, my oldest. So the one in kindergarten, she must have picked this up from one of the older kids, right? Because, kindergarten all the way to grade 6. And so she's watching a movie, and there's like a bad character in the movie, like a bad guy or something. And she's like angry at the character. And she says, "You fuck! You fuck!" She's so angry.
You're not supposed to laugh.
That's the problem. Exactly. I hear this from the kitchen. Like, how our house is laid out. So I'm in like the other room where my laptop is. And I hear this and I'm like trying not to crack. And Anna's trying not. I'm like, Cece, what'd you just say? And I'm trying to like be serious. She's like, I said nothing. I'm like, did you just swear? She's like, no. I'm like, where did you hear that? And she's pretty good about like not ratting on her friends. So she doesn't say anything. But I'm like, no, you can't say that. And I'm trying to, like, retain the fact that how she used the word doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So Yeah, so that was just it cracked me up. And then the other day, me and Anna were sitting watching TV, and I think what's it called? Disney Plus wasn't working properly. I don't know. There's some weird issue with it, and so I was getting upset, and so I point at the TV like Cece did. And I'm like, you fuck, and it's cracking. We laughed for a good like 5 minutes over that thing. It's
That's
just
good.
yeah. Kids not understanding context of words and then using them. Evie's done it too,
Yeah.
but she's never done it to that degree of like it's to this moment it's so funny just how it's you know the scene where it's like the cat and the lady's like pointing and yelling, the meme.
No.
It's like there's like a woman and she's being held back and another woman's yelling and pointing, and then the next scene is usually like a cat sitting at a table doing something. I'll have to find
No.
them. Whatever. It's a meme. It's just that
Okay.
yelling, angry, pointing look is literally what Cece did to the TV, and then was yelling, "You fuck,"
Oh.
and I just I can't get over how funny that is. Okay, I gotta do like okay count. Um, yes. So we do the count. Then we, for each one in the count, we go and we add it to, so run text is equal to, I think it's plus equal to, can I add to it? I think I can. Plus equal to, or is it equal, yeah, plus equal to,
I'm gonna start using that word now.
it's so silly. Dot transform dot child get child dot I dot get component unit dot nickname. There we go. Ooh.
It's gonna work.
Why is this not happy? Oh, because this has to be text. Dot text. And then I have to, so I'm adding this. So I need to do something first. So this is going to give me the name. So yes. And then after this, I have to add a /n, or it's not going to make the space for the next one. Yes, so this will go through. It'll go through all the people that are dead. It'll put their names in here. Drop. Cool. And then the other one's a little bit harder. Heroes unlocked. And the question is, should I make it so that you unlock heroes if you can complete the run with them? Maybe that's how I'll do it.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should give people the option at the end of the run to pick one of them.
Because originally I had it so that it's like once the character's just revealed, like if they joined your party, they're unlocked in like the number of character choices for the beginning. But now
Yeah.
I'm thinking making it so that you have to actually like complete a run. So like if you complete a run with a full team, that's you're unlocking 4 characters. If you complete the run like that, then it's like golden. And it kind of has it's something to kind of work towards. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better than what originally I was just going to be like, oh, they joined their party, then now you have access to them. But what if you like have them join your party, you go to an event, and then they jump into a pit and die? It's kind of like lame. I feel like you need to show some moniker of skill to actually get the unlock. Man, that's a crazy thing I've been thinking about over the years. It's like I think about games I used to play as a kid and how hard it was to unlock things, like how much effort you had to put in to get stuff.
Yeah.
And then now it's like
It's so easy.
it's so easy, but then it's like also
Dude, go.
the what?
I was like trying to play Diddy Kong Race. Maybe I'm just bad now, but the games are so hard. Like they're crazy hard. Like some of the N64 games I have, like I was trying to play them, they're just way harder.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. It's like I feel like we've gotten soft.
We
with, like,
have definitely.
But it's also I think failure has been massaged, right? Like I feel like before failure, like dying, it's like that's a run there. You got to start all over again, right? Um, having fixed lives before like a game over state. Right now you have infinite lives, but maybe you have to do the run again. Um, yeah, like a lot of stuff gives you, and then also the other argument could be the fact that the internet gives you access to like, I tried very hard with Baldur's Gate not to look up answers or look up for things. Be like,
Yeah.
I'm like making a build. And it's like, oh, I need an item that does
I
this.
don't. I haven't looked up anything. That would ruin the whole game, wouldn't it?
Well, it's more so I did it because it's like
I don't want to know what happened.
I don't look up how stuff happens. I look up for like if an item exists in the game and how do I find it. That's usually what it is. It's like, oh, if there's an item that's like increases your crit chance. It's like, okay, I want that item. How do I find it? I hope I didn't miss it because like my first run of like the game, I spent so much time in the first area just to like scour everything, and even then I played it again. I played the first area multiple times, and then I played it with Anna the first time, and then she was finding stuff that I just didn't interact. Like I didn't even, it doesn't. Oh, that game is so good, so good. And that's like a vision of mine is I want to make a game where it's hard for you to just find the answer online. Like find someone who's done a playthrough and be like, oh yeah, you just do these things and you get this ultimate thing. So that's why I kind of like built this the way I did.
That's hard to do.
Because this is because it will use a stacking effect. You're technically someone could figure it out because they could figure out, oh, what decisions do you have to make at the beginning of the game to lead to this kind of change throughout the game. But then that's like that person needs to make those decisions at the very beginning of their playthrough, which is different than a person just being like, oh, I'm halfway through the game. I want this thing. Oh, I could just go back here and do it. That's the one other thing that makes the Larian like Baldur's Gate really good is you have these point of no return like parts in the game where it's like after you leave this area you're not gonna be able to like revisit it, or if after you leave this area all your quests are gonna be like null and void, which I like that. And it does make it scary to like move on. We had that instance where me and Anna was like, I knew that the next area wasn't gonna break anything, but because it gave us that warning before going, we like just didn't do it. So we went back and we did a bunch of other stuff before like making the choice of where to go.
Yeah.
But I like that. It's such a weird. It's such a, you could even, and the thing is I was thinking about this, like you could lie. You could literally lie to your player, and be like, oh yeah, after you go here, your if you come back things will be different. You could put something. You know what I mean? I've thinking about this a lot about like manipulate, like how you can manipulate your player into having some sort of emotional reaction to making a decision. And I think that makes
like real life.
Yeah, and I think it really makes it feel like Larian did that really well. They did a lot of stuff where it's like, I don't like games that give you clear black and white outcomes, right? It's like, oh, you want to be good, you got to do these good things. It's like, that's not how life works. And then it makes a good run feel, because I've always played games trying to be the good guy, because I always feel like playing good is always harder. Because it's like, you can't kill the person, you can't steal the thing, you can't, pay the guard off or whatever. You gotta like do it the right way.
I never play as a good guy in
Really?
like, Oblivion. Well, in Oblivion, because I always want to steal things.
Morrowind.
I feel like it's fun, just like sneaking and like lock picking someone's house and like stealing their clothes while they're walking around.
See, in Skyrim, I always tried to play same thing. I always tried to play a good guy, but the thing is I feel like Elder Scroll games, the one thing they always added was like specifically bad enemies, right? So it's like you can go into a cave and there's skeletons. So like dungeon diving for me was like, I'm a good guy, but I can go into the dungeon and go through these crypts and kill these monsters and pick up their loot. Like that's fine. But I wasn't gonna go into someone's house and like rob them blind. I feel like if you subtly make that dungeon diving stuff or like those other things not be such an easy, I don't want to say a cop-out for a good guy, but you still make them hard. Like you make it, it's a goblin lair. And then you find out like doing your thing is like doing like goblins are sentient or whatever, and it's like you're doing like a genocide pretty much. I don't know. I think of all these things to try to make players feel bad about their decisions. Is that bad? I want my players to feel bad about what choices they make. That's the thing of the event system that I'm doing here. It's a really basic thing, and it's all driven from like a D&D inspired or like a tabletop inspired thing where you give your players a choice, but there's always a pot, like you always make it so that's like you have whatever you choose will lead to a good and a bad outcome. It's a yes and or a yes but. It's like, yeah, you can do that. But this is gonna happen to like Bob at the back of the line. You know, you guys are gonna steal that cool item off the top of that tower. Yeah, you did it.
Bob's dead.
But Bob got his leg chopped off.
I was thinking that for some reason too. I need to go eat. So.
Oh shit, I didn't realize. Oh, because I had a late breakfast. That's why I'm not hungry just yet. Okay, well, I'll catch you later, buddy.
I'll talk to you later.
I'll stream a little bit longer actually because I'm not hungry yet. So.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll catch you later.
I'll see you.
Bye. Oh, Steve's still in the thingy. I'm gonna leave too. Bloop. I wonder if that is picked up. Does it pick up the bloops? Now it's just me in my solitude. Oh, it does, huh? I'm gonna mute my... You're still here? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Do you want to join the call and, like, talk about stuff? Be a part of the conversation? Actually, you know what? This is a weird thing. For Unstable Mind, I believe you're in the Discord. Sure, I've been waiting to be a quest star. You know what? I'm gonna try some. Oops, wrong thing. Whoa! How did that get moved over there? Silly. Lunch at desk. Oh, you're. Wait, are you making a reference to me eating my lunch at the desk? Is that what you're saying? You want to be a guest? Hop on. Be a guest. You can come join. Come join the discussion. Mr. Battlehoss. Hello.
Mr. Battlehoss. Oh, the one and only.
The one and only. Welcome to the channel. Today we have Mr. Battlehoss, a noted games master and writer and
fabulist, I'm told.
A fabulist, yes. Our local fabulist will be joining us today. We will be talking about fables.
Awesome. I had to wait till Nick left because of our arch rivalry between us, of course. But now I'm here.
Your rivalry.
Yeah.
Does this have to do about democracy? Do you have a rivalry with democracy?
Man, we need to get some more democracy done.
I know. Every evening I'm like, oh, should I see if anyone wants to? And then something happens. Maybe something.
Yeah, sorry to issue you guys the other night, but
no worries.
Two friends of mine, they had played through Chrono Trigger because I remember a while back, me and someone was trying to sell you on the Chrono games, and
I picked it up. I did pick it up.
Oh, good, because they finished Trigger, and one of them really hates Chrono Cross, and the other one is indifferent. So they wanted to experience it without actually playing it. So they contracted me, and I had agreed to that beforehand. So I dipped to show them the beauty of Chrono Cross, the underappreciated game of the series.
Oh. Did you write anything today?
No, I got up way too late. I got kind of obsessed over some spreadsheets last night, so I was up till like 4 a.m. But
spreadsheeting it hard.
I wasn't joking when I told you I love spreadsheets, but
so I guess accounting is really up your alley because that's just lots of spreadsheets.
I can't wait.
Doing what's it called? Excel formulas.
Yeah, I can't wait to learn all those and just dig into it, but who knows? I'm going to see if it's a good fit. I have like a week after the course starts to actually drop out and not suffer any penalties.
Penalties?
So,
okay.
yeah, but Yeah, actually, going back to what you were saying before about different player experiences and wanting them to feel something, I
Mhm.
actually wrote that into one of my events where it's an Excalibur Sword in the Stone situation. It's in the
Mhm.
spreadsheet, but um, the idea is that like the description is very long, very poetic, to really drum up the grandeur that like there's a history here. You don't know what it is, but this
Mhm.
is an important thing. And then if the party fails, the sex just says two short sentences. The sword does not budge. Destiny has been left unfulfilled. Just like just to create
Ah,
contrast from
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
initial thing.
Ooh,
And
maybe I
so
need to make markers about reoccurring quests based on uncompletion tags. That might be something I might
mm,
dip into. Neato.
yeah. And I was actually just talking to my brother yesterday about sort of like D&D emotional experiences because he's had an issue with a GM that refuses to kill off any characters. Like in the event that a character would die, he's like, "Oh well, it's fine." Like
That's
it's
not that's not fun. It doesn't make it means a character doesn't have any like. It's weird to say this, but it gives a character no lifespan.
right. And it's not like I haven't hand waved deaths before. Like I remember there was one where a player stepped on a rug that summoned a bear
Hmm.
who won the initiative and got a surprise round. So the person who stepped on this rug got like four attacks and two of them were crits. And it's
Hmm.
just like, just demolished them. I'm like, all right, I'll overlook that. But then like the next session he did something stupid and died. I'm like, oh no, I'm not handing you that one. You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead now.
Oh. But yeah, I guess because some players just what's the word? They want to experience the game either through success or through loss, and I
Hmm.
always like that idea, like their character going through a bad or traumatic thing isn't a downside because that's what they're there for.
Hmm. Well, I think immersion is based on having some sort of stakes. If there's no stakes in what you're doing, there's no memorability of it. It's the same thing with like any kind of media that you ingest, like a show, right, or a
Mhm.
movie. If you can't get, ooh, is this gonna be upset? I'm just gonna change this to an E. I can't remember if that makes a difference, but I'm gonna do that anyways. It's easier for my brain. But yeah, like you want you want to. I don't know. It's like if you're watching a movie and you don't care about the stakes, then at the end you generally don't remember the movie, even if the outcome was good or bad. Usually, if the outcome's bad, then you might remember it because it's like a subversion of what you were expecting. Like if the stakes were like, oh, these people are gonna die, and you're gonna be like, oh no, they're gonna die, and then it's like you think that oh they're gonna survive, and then they die. You're like, oh, maybe. I'm trying to think of like one that comes to mind right now. It's like if you know if it's a prequel kind of thing where you know the end result has to
Mhm.
lead to X result. So it's like Rogue One. It's like you
Mhm.
know that there's a comment made in the movie where it's like in the New Hope where it's like a bunch of people sacrifice their lives to get this out, right? So when I watched Rogue One for the first time, in my mind, I was like, if anyone survives this movie sucks. Like I already went in thinking, if anyone survives this, and then what made it good is by the end of it, I'm like, oh, I want this person to survive. You know what I mean? Like that's the
Yeah.
investment.
What are we, some sort of Suicide Squad? Like,
Well, me and Anna watched Brave New World or whatever, the new
mhm.
Captain America, and the whole way through, I thought, shouldn't this be a movie with the Hulk in it? Like, I'm very confused that Captain America's fighting the Hulk's bad guys from his bad guy repertoire. So,
I guess it kind of makes sense based on like who Ross is and the direction they're going with his like this version of Captain America. But yeah, it is like that's probably the biggest disappointment in the MCU. There's a lot of critiques. Like trust me, people have a lot of things to say. But the one thing I can actually agree on is that the direction for the Hulk has been rather lackluster for how much like how cool he was
he's been side
originally and how cool he
yeah
was in the comics.
he's been sidelined quite a bit. Item holder. Yeah, I feel like he's been sidelined a fair bit. Oh
No.
wait, I don't need to do Wait, I could just use the same thing. Ah, I'm so smart. Yeah, I don't even need these strings now. Do I? Ooh, I might need to shoot. I don't know. We'll leave them for now, but I don't think I'm going to use them. But yeah.
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 But that being said, I've seen some fun comic panels around floating around online of characters getting caught off guard by the villains of other heroes, like Iron Man getting body checked by the Rhino from behind, or like Wolverine kicking the ass out of Venom, be like, "Oh, you think you're so tough for picking on Spider-Man, a child?"
Oh, yeah. Wait, what did I do? I did wrong something here. I did item holder. Oh, because I didn't create a thing here. That's why. Silly Jamal. Game object. But yeah. Anything else new and exciting? How's your Starfinder adventure going?
Pretty good. Like, Mystics are pretty crazy in 2E. I hope they don't change them. Let me keep my overpowered character.
Are you...
Um,
how many people are in the party?
There's 5 of us.
Oh, okay.
One
5%,
of the
odd number.
Yeah, but it kind of worked because one guy didn't really show up last session, and the GM was asking, "Do anyone want to control his character, or I could do it?" I'm like, "Yeah, honestly, the remaining 4 of us seem to make a pretty solid core. Like as long as you have your healer and your tank there, should be good." He did eventually show up later, but oh yeah, the tank. So I remember us talking about, or was he was telling me? There was one character. His race is a space jellyfish.
Space jellyfish.
Yeah, and the gimmick is that they can be different sizes. So his character's like 2x2. He took this feat recently because we leveled up that lets him essentially body block for us. So if somebody tries to shoot us
That's
through
what you're
him,
saying. Like a hallway
cover-
blocker.
yeah. So we got a cover bonus. We can give an action to get total cover if we want to. And then when I leveled up, I got a network spell, so I can cast through one of my allies. So I'm 20 feet behind him. He's blocking the whole hallway, so no one can reach me, and I can cast my spells as if I'm in his square. It's beautiful.
Well, that's good.
Pretty
Oh,
cool.
that would also break range restrictions, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it does change it. So I think
Because if you're casting from your ally who's like whatever X feet in front of you, the range is from your ally, not from you. Right?
Yeah, I think so. I'd have to reread it, but as long as I'm within 4 squares of them, though ranges are usually pretty large on spells that it's almost irrelevant, especially when you're in a hallway where it's like, oh, I have a 200-foot range, and they're like 30 feet from me. All right.
Kapow!
No,
Okay.
but it's really fun. Oh, right, and I have a reaction called spot healing where I can just, if an ally gets damaged, I can heal them at like 60 feet or some shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, sorry. I swore on your stream.
I know Steve doesn't even hear the F-bombs he's dropping constantly. Like, I was like, dude.
That fuck.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. I guess I'm like super conscious of it now because there's like a lot of stuff with the kids, but I try to be active with events. So like whenever the school is doing like what's it called? Like they need like volunteers, like parent volunteers, I'll volunteer. So did the Terry Fox walk, I guess. So I was a volunteer there. And then recently we went to a museum, so I volunteered there. And yeah, so I don't know, just because my parents never did any of that stuff when I was a kid, so I've kind of like decided for myself that I'd like to be around someone she can remember. But then I realized that this is going to get very complicated once all my kids are in school. That's where it's going to get a little nutty. Right now it's not bad. It's like maybe every other month there's like an event that I have to go to, and then if it's any after school things, Anna does it. So it's like if there's a dance, Anna goes. And I think they're allowing Evie to go, which is kind of cool, but I think Anna's like unsure about it because Evie can be a crazy. She runs off, and you know these school events, they have like candy or like what's it called it's sugar on a stick that's spun.
Oh.
Cotton candy.
Cotton
That's
candy?
what I'm trying to say. Yeah, cotton candy.
Yeah.
But
The girls are kryptonite, huh?
Yeah, they're just crazy. all kids are crazy. You gotta love them, but they're crazy.
It's
But yeah.
true.
Now let's see if this works. I think it should work. Go here. I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm gonna call this one run stats. Run stats. And this one game stats, I guess. Sure. This one we're gonna shrink. Oh, how much space do I have? Okay. Yeah, something like this maybe? I don't know how I want to do this. Oh, this has to get chop all of this. No, chop all of that stuff out. Put this one here. Yeah, it's not going to be the greatest output right now. I don't know, make this like 400. Sure, and like the other one 400, just so I have an easy. Oh no, that's not. It has to be less. 350 and 350, something like that. So, anything else new and exciting?
Oh, I didn't want to disrupt your workflow there. It looked like you're in a good swing of things.
Oh, I'm this stuff I can do. It's mindless stuff. It's funny. The guys get all like, "Oh, you're not working." It's like some of the stuff I don't actually have to think to do. It's
Ford focus.
Ford focus.
Yeah, I know. Yesterday's stream, because I joined Links of Starfinder, I scrolled up in the chat. I'm like, man, a lot of backseat deving today.
Oh, I appreciate it though. Like, you know, Steve,
Of course.
Steve hounding me every morning at like 8:30, 8:45. The stream's a
First
scam, scammer, stuff like that. You know, it's not bad. He's gonna do it tomorrow, but the thing is, the boys are home tomorrow, so tomorrow I'm not gonna be streaming.
Oh,
But,
okay. I got a day
Yeah,
off.
Thursdays is usually my not my day off. It's daddy daycare day. What was I gonna do here? I wanted to set some Butano, and then we're gonna add.
Earlier you were talking about, it's that sort of like tragedy of loss that lets us remember media really well, and
100%.
just the impactfulness. And I actually had that happen twice recently regarding like Pathfinder D&D stuff, because you remember the day Cole and Emerson and I went to go play Warhammer with you?
Mm-hmm.
So during lunch break, when we went to go grab a bite to eat, Cole was talking about that Jade Regent campaign we did, where you were the ninja gunslinger,
Mm-hmm.
and he mentioned the somebody getting cut in half by a crab claw or whatever.
Yeah, wasn't that Alex that
And-
got cut in half?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was. But...
Oh no!
Was he-
Cut.
oh,
No,
wait, no.
it was Cole. Cole got sliced.
Yeah, it was
in
Cole,
half.
right? Right. Alex was the one who was stuck as an octopus the whole time.
Yeah, he did. He literally had the wand of crab slaying. That would work, but the thing is, he was a squid or octopus, and he couldn't use it. And the crab had like the squeezing ability, and it had caught Cole, and then it squeezed damage, and then it like crit on like the next turn and just eviscerated him or whatever, sliced him in two.
Yeah, I got Alex's line of thinking in the sense that there weren't enough kayaks for everyone, or canoes, or boats, whatever
Yeah,
was
so
there.
that's
There
why
wasn't
he-
enough for everyone, so he didn't want to transform back. But in hindsight, it's like, I don't know, as the GM, should I have just provided more, or should I just, like, realistically, I think you guys could have come up with a creative solution, even if he did transform back.
The thing, yeah, it's like I don't remember. No, he was a druid, so he wouldn't have had anything that would have stopped him from swimming. So he could have probably might have took a penalty to like casting a spell while swimming, but he could have transformed back. He could have took his wand out, because I think you could drop transformation for free, then draw an item, which I think was free. I can't remember. It's so long ago, and then
For
cast
just the one, that'd be a move action.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so then move, pull the wand, and then like shoot the damn crab, and then hopefully the attack would like stop would make the crab have to do a, like a grapple check, because that's effectively what it was doing, and then maybe drop Cole. and then Cole would have survived. But then there was like the whole thing with being, because that's how Cole died, and then another one was where we were inside a ship.
Yeah,
They
the
lit
one that
the
got set on fire
fire
from the same
because
from the
from the
crab
same
flame
wand, from the same goddamn wand, and then it's like burning the like exit, so you can't like go that way without taking fire. So instead of just running through the fire and taking like 1d4 points of damage, nothing. The idea of like, let's try to hack our way out of this boat. So they're like hacking at the walls, and they're doing like nothing to it. Yeah, they just.
Yeah, I think
they
the
just-
fire damage was more than usual because it was oh, there was something. Was it gunpowder in there? There was something in the ship.
Oh
The
no,
windows
the
open.
ship was gonna explode. So that's
Yeah.
like they only had a certain amount of time to get out. And yeah, and then it just was me and Steve booking it, and Steve tried to leave me behind, but I'm like nope. I like had a ring that force pushed a ninja off the because we're on a boat. with
Right, I remember you
ninjas.
wanted to wear that on your dick.
Oh, I don't remember that, but it makes sense. I probably
Yeah, that's on
I
brand
did-
Jamal
I
humor
did that-
back then.
yeah, that's definitely I definitely had some sort of silliness there. But yeah, no that was but that's the thing. It's like everyone died except for me and Steve. There was a thing where I think Steve was
Technically
gonna
Cole
take.
died twice because
Yeah, he
he took over the NPC, Ameko, the plot critical NPC, then also
Yep.
died on the boat from three ninjas who were waiting to ambush whoever stepped off the boat first.
First, yep, yeah, that was some good times.
See, and you know what's crazy? So yeah, I guess 2 points to this story. One, that was like 13 years ago, and look how
Yeah.
much you remember it. Like, so the pure chaos, the loss, the tragedy, the impression, it's still with you, and that's so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Two, the legacy continues beyond just you guys because when I was sitting with Cole and Emerson with all this, and that's when Emerson looked at me and said, "Wait, that was you? Like I was the GM?" Like, so you guys have definitely told him the story before. I've never met him like
Yep.
prior, so like it was just really funny that like reputation precedes me.
Oh yeah, it's there's a lot of stories and memories from all sorts of different campaigns, and it's always the loss or the excitement of like something that happens that makes it worthwhile. Okay, I think I got enough people. Let's kill some people off.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this he's so jacked up because he leveled up once. Okay, he's dead. Pick him, wait a turn. Pow, pow, pow. At least he's got actually like a take damage thing.
Yeah.
And then
Ultra.
wait a turn. Pow, 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 pow. Technically, there should be a check here, but I think the reason I left this is because if there's like a damage over time effect, this person could survive because they could burn out before this person's beaten to death.
No, sure.
And it didn't work. Well, that's disappointing. Why didn't it work? I think I know why. I bet you I didn't connect stuff. Like a scrub. Yep. No. Yep, I didn't connect it. Darn it. That's the one thing I always forget is the linking of things. You write code, and technically you can write a thing that like... right now my code does it for other items. So like when the code starts up, it looks for these specific objects and links them to this code. But then I have these two things which I don't do, and it should be I should do a thing that checks this. It's like my laziness, I guess. So this is this one, and this is this one. And floors, enemies slain. These are things I think I have in another script. Any plans for the weekend?
Not particularly. What's the weather gonna be like? Is it still gonna be hot like this? Like,
I don't know, actually.
I don't know. The hotter it is, the more likely I'm to stay inside. I hate Ottawa summers so much. Like,
This
I'm
summer's
glad to be
gonna
unemployed
suck.
right now. Yeah, like I'm so glad I'm unemployed right now, so I can stay inside in the air conditioning. Like, no, I'm not. I'm from the north. I don't deal with this.
Okay, so we have ladder level. Ladder level is one of the things, and we need like enemies killed, which I don't currently think I'm holding that data. So we'll just add another thing.
Are you gonna do a stats thing at there when the end credits roll? You know, killed X slimes, died.
Yeah,
this
that's
many
so
times?
that's actually what the end one's gonna do. I have this idea of also like piling bodies, like having two piles, having a pile of hero bodies and a pile of like enemy bodies. Just like
Nice,
they
love it.
fall and then it just plays the death animation and it just like maybe they're it's just a silly idea. I was thinking something like that. Okay, so we're just gonna add another one here. Public
I like it. It's got charm.
and what? Number
I like it. It's
of
got charm.
slain enemies. Yeah, I like some of that stuff. And enemies. There we go. And then what I have to do is do this, and then I have to go here. And I think whenever an enemy dies, I have to do that. Is this the player turn? Enemy turn. Yeah, no, I have so many things. Summer's so busy.
Yep.
I want to go to the racetrack. I've been playing a lot of Warhammer. Now my local store is going to be doing a tournament once a month.
Ooh.
Yeah, you play for store credit.
So it's gonna be a sweat fest every time, or?
Well, I don't know, but I'm gonna be sweaty about it because like how it works is like you have a $10 entrance fee, and then every game you win, you get $10 store credit, right? So last time, and I didn't know this because I thought a draw would lead to a 0-0, but a draw splits the pot. So if we draw, I would get 5. My opponent gets 5. First game, I won. So I get my $10 back, so effectively I'm net 0. Second game, my opponent, we took a lot longer to play.
Oh, right, yeah, you were robbed. I remember
Yeah, and so in the end I was like, okay, let's just roll a dice, because I thought if we did a draw, which we would have technically, there's 3 ways. There's take the points, like who's winning at the moment of the event ending, that's the winner. So technically I would have won that way. Then there was like, okay, we can't decide, because it's like, it's not supposed to be like super competitive. So it's like, okay, you can't decide. We do a draw. But I thought we both lose. So it's like, well, that's kind of shitty if we both lose. I should have known. I wish I had known the thing. I would have been like, yeah, I take my $5. Damn right, I want my $5. And then, so instead I was like, oh, we'll put it to a dice roll. And yeah, he rolled the dice and he won. And so I gave him you get the $10. But it was also because the event, the organization was like, the first time, the big one was they didn't have terrain. That really sucked. Active player unit. Because it's like, they thought there was only going to be like 8 people, and then it ended up being 10 people. And even then, 8 people was like 2 more people because it would have been 5, it was 5 tables. But the store only has terrain for like 2 good tables and 1 like melanged table. And yeah, whoever they had for like who's supposed to get terrain like flaked last minute.
Ugh.
Here, player turn.
That really sucks.
Yeah, no, it's pretty poopy. Okay, do this. Oh.
Yeah, I need to get back and I need to finish painting my little Warhammer guys.
Yeah, do it. Do
No.
it.
I'm just stretching myself too thin because I've been trying to help with everything, and then I've been trying to just do too many projects at one time. I need to.
Just need to allocate your
Just
time
middle one.
wisely.
Yeah, I do. I really do. I also need a personal Steve to wake me up in the morning.
I mean, you have a phone. You could just set an alarm.
No, that's crazy talk. Yeah.
Set those alarms. Go
Yeah.
to bed early.
I just
That's another one. Don't stay up so late.
Yeah, well, that was uncharacteristic. I've been trying to keep a normal sleep schedule, while I've been off, because I'm like, I'm not going to turn to some goblin that's up all night. But then last night, I don't know why, something got stuck in my head. I had to get it out.
Oh, well, that's just how it is. Where is... Okay. Activate buttons. This runs the passives. Attack button activation. So I bet you it's under the attack buttons. My stuff... I'm going to have to do a really boring, tedious thing where I have to like go through and just on attack button 1, attack button 1. just kind of organize my code here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is calling XP. Set the icon. Enemies defeated plus. So what I'll do is I'll probably do it here. Ladder data dot. And what did I call it? Enemies. Number of enemies slain. And I'll do plus equal. I guess I just do plus. Is dead? Yeah, plus 1. I think I can just do plus. So then this will increment it up. What were you saying?
In addition to all the projects I want to get done, also, like, after, there's nothing like playing like a tabletop RPG to make you want to start GMing again. And like, I just have too many times I promised people I do want to have you back as a player, but I've also made some other promises to do a campaign for some other people. So I was like,
you know what? Who's gonna be more responsible and show up for all the games? That's a question. And also, who is more likely to do in-person games? Just saying.
I don't know. Well, yeah, that's the thing, is that like I guess I always assumed I'd have to eventually switch to online, but yeah, in person's a little rough though. It's like I know we're all local, but like it's still quite the trek for anyone. Like we may as well exist in different cities. Like.
Nah. Everyone has a car. That's the thing. If you don't have a car, then it's a little bit different. And you know, Steve is like got a place. You know, you could go play at Steve's house.
In the middle of buttfuck nowhere, but shit.
No,
All right, where's the swear jar?
It's man, that's what I'm gonna do. If I start doing like
swear jar on stream, do it.
I'm gonna have a swear jar, and then it's like, okay, well, you have to. I don't know how I could monetize. I want to monetize it. I'd be like, yeah, you gotta add your credit card to your Twitch so you can be charged a penny each. Oh no, 25 cents. 25 cents seems like a reasonable number. Like $1 seems a little much. Because like
if you want to be a guest on my stream, you have to do the swear jar.
You have to do the swear jar. And then if someone's like, I don't care, or maybe they want to swear a bunch and give me a bunch of money. Okay, well, I gotta just write this real quick. Current, I guess total number of summon and swear jar money. Exactly. Yeah. No. This is like starting to get really clever. I like this idea.
Do you gotta monetize it, you can. Well, that's why I reached out to you about the late pledge thing, and then like having a link that redirects, because like every now and then some rando drops in the stream that we've never heard of before, and it's like, man, wish we could like get those impulse buys in. So
yeah,
I don't know if you can do, like a pre-order page or.
So the thing is, it's weird. Authentication. What? Oh, I have to. Okay, because yeah, my Kickstarter has like I have to use an authenticator to like access it.
You gift a sub? Oh, how much are gift subs?
They're expensive.
Give one sub $8. I have to pay $8 whenever I swear. I'm unemployed.
Yeah, no. That'd be crazy.
My dollars.
Steve's talking about my pennies. Yeah, now he's gonna get ripped a new hole. So if I go to my campaign, and it sucks because I have so wait, where is it? Rewards. Create update. Where's the thing? There's a thing about late pledges and how you have to have a certain amount. Starter.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Late pledge. Yeah, there's
that's
thing.
The problem.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so that's the problem also with having too many campaigns I want to run. I keep buying and crowdfunding all these stupid RPG books. I just love them so much.
So late pledges through the app. Late pledges head. Okay, what's the big thing? Late pledges. I'll bring it over to this side so we can all look at it. But yeah, it's like provide creators with the ability to collect pledges to their projects after the campaign is ended successfully. If you've funded a project that is offering late pledges, so I remember there was something about when I think it's like maybe when you created it. I pledged to a project, but I don't see the pledge on my account. No, I think you had to late pledges had to be active. Head to the project button, click back this project button. No, this is the late pledge from your desktop. Yeah, I feel like you had to create the thing with it. That was like the caveat.
Oh, at the
Payment method.
time?
Yeah, I think when I made it, because it didn't exist back then. Why was I charged immediately for the late pledge? Unlike pledges, okay, whatever. Why are some late pledges reward prices higher than the available during the campaign? Late pledges, can I pledge am I originally dropped? Can I cancel my late pledge? Can I use my late pledge overtime for my
Oh,
can I use
he's
my
coming.
pledge? Who?
I can see Steve's mic light up. He's returned.
No, that's not good. That's a bad thing. Oh no.
He's gonna be, how much work did you get done while I was gone? You'll be like,
If you have any questions to it isn't addressed here, please support. Oh, this is literally support. But yeah, I don't think I can do it. Backers. Backing project. Yeah, no, I think it's got to be like I think it's from a different thing. This is for people who want to back projects. I think it has to be from Kickstarter. Add late pledges to campaign, I think. Maybe is what I have to look up. To enable late pledges on a Kickstarter campaign, we must first activate the feature in the project base tab. See, I don't think I have that anymore.
oh, damn.
I think it's during the build thing. Page switch on. Configure rewards. Yeah, I think it's built on the because like build campaign doesn't exist anymore.
Unstable minds in the chat trying to steal your pledges.
I will take a pledge for my game. Well, you know what? If I get late pledges, well, actually, no. This is easy. This is easy. When my game comes out, you buy my game, and when your Kickstarter starts, I pledge to your game. That just seems like the logical way to do it, right? Because I have an adage that I like using lately, and it's game developers helping game developers. I think if you see another game developer who's making a game that you're like, oh, that's cool, you should support them. That's why I like to do my raids and things like that to like other developers to get sites on their games so that people can be like, throw money at you. Okay, I forgot to do this. Total enemies is that plus equals ladder data dot number of enemies. Perfect. I think that's something like that. Okay, we save this. We also have this number of enemies, so then we can go to this one. And I guess we could just set it here. It doesn't really matter. You make a persuasive argument. Yeah, I mean, I feel like helping, there's a whole thing with like getting a lot of people who want to play your game, but then it's like, I feel like developers helping developers is like a nice circular or spiraling event. And I think more developers should try to like, not reach out, but like, I don't know, whatever, it's just my idea of, try to show off other people's work, try to help bring a positive mentality or even like just an understanding mentality to what it's like to be a game developer, because there's a very big divide between users and game developers. Mm-hmm. And that's why you get like instances like, what's the guy who made the Fez? and then he got hounded to make Fez 2, and then he just like eventually snapped and he's like, I'm not making the game, screw you guys, I'm leaving game development.
Yeah, even the creator of Minecraft got sick of all that too, right? And just kind of like, all right, I'm done. Like, you guys can
Yeah, well-
continue on without me. Here you go,
yeah.
Microsoft.
Here you go. Let's split that 2 point something billion dollars for the company. Gosh, that's crazy. Minecraft sold for so much. Think about it like this. Minecraft. One sec. I want to check this actually.
I'm obligated to tell you to forward focus, but please continue.
So, Star Wars. Star Wars was sold for $4 billion.
It's crazy.
Minecraft. Minecraft was sold for $2.5 billion.
Yeah.
So a game that's only been around like a decade and a bit versus an IP that's been around for what?
Since the 70s.
Since the 70s. Like, and the difference is that's 2.5 billion in 2014 versus Star Wars was sold more recently. Star Wars was sold in... Oh no, Star Wars was sold before that. Walt Disney... Oh, sorry. Star Wars was bought before. So it was
Yeah, it just took them a
2012.
while to get everything going.
Yeah. But like still, that's nuts. Like, that's
They
so
probably could have
crazy.
gotten more if they hadn't made the prequels.
So crazy. I think George Lucas was tired of the same kind of thing. You know, it's like his thing, and then people were poo-pooing him. But he's like, I wrote chunks of the prequel scripts before. Like, I needed to write that stuff to have an understanding of what would happen in the other three movies. What did I... Blah, blah, blah. I need to set something. I was trying to set something. Enemies slain. Enemies. Why is this is equal to ladder data dot number of enemies slain. Thank you. And then we also have to set floors cleared. I don't know if this is going to be technically correct, because if you died on a floor, it would count the floor being like, so it counts when you go to a floor. Level, I think it's ladder level. Yeah, it is. But it doesn't, so if you die on that floor, it counts that floor. Maybe I need to make this -1. I'll leave it for now. It doesn't freaking matter. So it does this,
Oh.
does that.
Yeah, for a writing thing, like, what kind of settings am I restricted to? Because I've just been going kind of all over the place. Like, sure, here's one about a dungeon. Here's one about, like, vaguely Earth that's softening into a marsh. But, like, no real specifics in the area.
So right now, everything takes place in either, I would say, like 3 to 4 different settings. You have, like, deep, dark caverns, maybe like bodies of water. Then you have tunnel caverns. Then you got like a mining, like, you know, there's scaffolding and it's like mines. Then you got like a mine that broke into like a castle dungeon or a castle basement. And then you have a castle. So I guess there's 5. Those are like the thing for this anyways, because that's what it is. You go through, if I go to this thing. Yes, save the changes here. I don't know why
Alright,
this
so
is
deep dark caverns, maybe water, tunnels,
Yeah,
mining, mine that
st-
breaks into a castle basement, and castle basement.
Yep.
Okay.
Because once you get out of the castle, you're free. You're in the overworld.
Okay.
Slap.
And we're not doing overworld events right now or anything, or there are no events
no.
overworld period.
There will be an overworld, but that's not right now.
Okay.
Fire, boom, slash. Yeah. Let's heal people up. Oh, I shouldn't have healed. I should have taken the recruit. Damn it. I done goofed. Let's do boom slash. Ah, there we go. We need some loot. We'll take this. Continue. Do a shortcut. Shortcut doesn't really do anything. We'll take you. He's mana is his best stat. Interesting. a fire blade guy. I guess it's because he's supposed to be like... Oh, shoot, I have 2 crystals. Damn it. I didn't want 2 crystals.
Penis.
No.
Oh!
We're focused. He's
Do you
been
know what
focusing
that-
so hard as you've been gone, I swear.
Do you know what
It's okay,
that
I'll mute.
means? No, it just means that you now have to add to the swear jar. And each swear is a, what would you say it was? A subscription? Not a subscription, a sub gift? So,
Yeah, you have to give 5
I
subs
believe,
now.
I believe you have to gift 5 slubs. That's not a sub. That doesn't count. Oh, what the heck? Why didn't this work? Okay, here. We've got this. We've got this. We've got this. I know why it didn't work. It just hit me. I did all that. And then I didn't run the set the text. Set endgame text. Literally didn't call the function that needs to be called. Why do I scrub so hard? So, did he swear? I missed it. Well, he decided he wanted to talk about penises. He said penis many times. But it's joke because he's a weird puppy sometimes and he just hangs out in Discord all by himself. And then so I was on my phone the other day and I decided that I would jump in and just yell that and then run away. And then he proceeded to, I think he proceeded, what happened? I don't remember what the next thing was. Either he proceeded to like message me with that, and then I proceeded to send him a, like an audio file with that. Uh-oh. Something's weird. My focus
You
was
good.
a little weird. Okay, now I'm starting to get hungry. I'm gonna run this time. Hopefully this works. So I need at least 2 people. I need to kill some things, and I need some items. Slash. Let's get another person. Let's get another slash. Cool. Treasure room. Dope. Grab the sword. Don't care. Okay, we have an item. It's fine. We'll go with this. Slap, 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 slap. Slap? Not taking damage? Oh, this guy kills. This guy slaps hard. Yay, there we go. Hey, there we... Aww. It did it, but it screwed up. Number of floors cleared, 6. Number of enemies slain, 3. Number of heroes lost. Number of items. So I did it wrong for the spacing. Crud. I thought that was the correct way to do it. Slash N, is it the other way? Is this one the one that does it? No. Oh, it's the other way. Silly me. Look, and they even make it so that it changes color. Go figure. Just a little visual cue to note that this is how you're supposed to do it. It's slightly lighter red. It's like a orange color. That fixes that. So now there'll be spaces. Cool, and this works. It works fine. The end screen does what it's supposed to do. There we go. I'm gonna go eat food now.
You've earned your bread.
I've earned my bread. Is there anyone worth Oh shoot, did I? Oh man, I didn't actually change the title of this stream. Silly me. I'm so silly.
Are we actually on episode 49 this whole time?
Yeah, we're over episode 49 this whole time. Can I raid Shadow Legends, anyone?
It's okay. If it's out of sequence, we'll call it the lost episode.
Quick study, blah blah blah. Game design. C#. A. Reviving an abandoned MMORPG. That seems excessive. Unreal, C+ demo. Is there anyone I know?
Yeah, it's like 3 MMOs.
Yeah, everyone's making MMOs. One second, I'm gonna just flip this here.
Why?
Because people think it's easy to make video games.
Yeah, I don't know. They just decide they're gonna make their dream MMO, but that's
Dream
like,
MMO.
but then like once it's there, how reasonably, like how well do you expect it to do? Like
Yeah.
there's 3 big MMOs and one of them's in Korea. Like
Yeah. Okay, let's go with Riftworks. Let's go that way. Boop. He's got a big beard. Let's go visit him.
There's like 5 big MMOs right now, but the problem is that most of them have to be free to play with microtransactions to stay alive.
Mhm.
And the only 2 that are like actually sub-based and doing well flip flop back and forth between each other. So like, there's not really a lot of market share to steal.
yeah.
The only reason that one got to blow up is because the other one was in a lull period and doing poorly. So addicts who can't play other games were like, I need to find a new game to play right away.
Yeah, it was and I'm amazed the Final Fantasy 14 success story of bouncing back from its initial launch. That's crazy.
Let's see if he sees that. Does he see my I bring friends?
Yo, how's it going? Oh, Dark, how you been?
I've been good. Now I bring you friends.